Suave, que no me pierda de vista.
Oh, look at this. Oh, that is so creepy.
A narrow escape. Deep in the thick woods, the video began with an unsettling incident. A giant Korean snake swallowing a baby bird off its nest. It was a terrifying sight in which a snake held the baby bird with its wide open mouth, gradually engulfing it, starting from its tiny feet while hanging from a branch close to a bird's nest. On seeing this barbaric act, the bird couple intervened. They tried to prick the snake multiple times from various directions to loosen the snake's grip on their baby. Somehow, this seemingly impossible trick worked. The snake dropped the bird, but now another problem was to shush away the snake from the nearby nest. As the nest had unhatched nestlings, the bird couple needed to make the snake disappear, so they went full on it. They started attacking the snake, biting its rustling tail and pushing it off the tree branch. At last, their efforts bore fruit, and the snake went, sparing the eggs from its dreadful feast. Hungry crocodiles. Do you know how a hungry crocodile feasts over his meal? If not, then don't worry, we got you. This disturbing footage began with the terrifying sight of a group of giant crocodiles gawking at the piece of meat, as if they'd been kept hungry for ages. They began crowding near the man who was holding a huge chunk of the meat in the air. Well, that chunk was not enough for tons of giant crocodiles. Yet the man tossed that chunk into the pond brimmed with hungry crocodiles, adding more to the already dreadful atmosphere. The deafening silence soon ended with water splashes as the crocodiles became fanatical at the long-awaited meal. They attacked over the one piece of meat, and some lucky crocodile at the back nibbled that flesh. The video ended with crocodiles staring at the man, hoping for a meatier feast. Crown of Victory. In the blissful sight of the Arctic region, a colossal deer with enormous antlers was seen wandering through snowy hills. However, this wasn't the sole reason to document this beautiful herbivore. There was something peculiar about this colossal elk. As he was grazing in the meadows, a giant thing stuck in his horns caught the observer's attention. That massive thing was the crown of his victorious battle. It was the head of another deer, who might have been unluckily in a deadly encounter. The way that the head had been pierced through one of its antlers speaks great volumes about the immense strength these Arctic elk possess and how fatal their encounters can be. Forest encounter. The camera uploaded something mysterious and different. It was a very rare sight that happened. The lady was sleeping in a van. She woke up very early in the morning and also at midnight. Here is the big reason why she was woken up very early in the morning. Someone knocked her van. She woke up with fear. She asked how I can help you, but no one answered. There was no response. But also here's footprints of someone. This was repeated 3 times that she heard the footprints of someone.
Yeah, somebody was just here again 3 times now. The 3rd time I looked out, they were walking on foot.
It was a very scary and spine-chilling scene. The lady in the van said that he was hiding behind the tree and went to the car again and again in the next morning. She came out of the car and she saw a footprint of a big man. It was printed on snow. It was looking very mysterious and cryptic. This was a deep and great mystery that was on the outside of the van. Is it being a paranormal creature or being or something else? The air was filled with truly enigma and fear, and this mystery remains unrevealed still.
Somebody's back here again. I hear footprints.
Hello? How can I help you?
Paranormal entity. One night in a very dark room, a young boy lay fast asleep in his bed. He had wrapped a warm blanket around himself. He was in a very deep sleep. In that room, there was a window covered with curtains. These curtains were gently moving in the air. The air was filled with true enigma and fear. All of a sudden, the boy's blanket was swiftly pulled away. The camera captured something strange. There, outside the window beside his bed, stood a lady dressed in white. Her long hair fell over her face, hiding it. She was looking right at the sleeping boy. It was a scene that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who saw it, a moment filled with true mystery and fear. This mysterious figure, this woman in white, remained a puzzle. No one knew where she came from or why she was there. The room was filled with an eerie atmosphere, a feeling of something beyond the ordinary. It was really a paranormal creature. The secret of this haunting event is still unknown, leaving us all with a lingering sense of unease. It was also not found out what happened to the boy next. It was still a puzzle, and this put all the people in curiosity and suspense. Mysterious Bigfoot Forest Enigma. In a big green forest, something strange happened. The sun looked down on a calm river, and the sounds of the water mixed with the noises of the trees. The river, surrounded by tall green trees, shared secrets of the leaves that whispered in the breeze. In the bright daytime, something appeared, a ghostly figure moving through the woods. It was kind of hard to see, like a mystery in the edge of your eyes. Was it part of the forest, or did it come from the dark parts? This thing, all wrapped up in mystery, looked like a huge legendary giant. Maybe the secret protector of the wild, the one people called Bigfoot. Covered in fur and moved with a clear goal. In its big hands it held something, but nobody could figure out what it was or why it was there. As this mysterious creature walked through the trees, the air felt full of questions. Every step made people wonder, but the leaves in the river stayed silent. The forest, keeping its secrets, watched as the strange figure disappeared into the shadows. What made it wander around? The puzzle hung in the air, a mystery written into the forest story, leaving everyone looking for answers. The meeting of the everyday world and the magical unknown continued, a story untold in the ancient, tree-filled hideaway.
These people, or should I start like these poor people, were living their lives in peace, away from all the mess humans had created everywhere else. And then, a tourist illegally visited the isolated North Sentinel Island and died. That is when the world turns its attention to these people. They were discovered, and their peace was ruined. This island is basically a small one. It is off the main shipping routes and covered with shallow reefs. Though after getting the world's attention, it came to be known that they were not so isolated actually, and that people have tried visiting the tribe before as well, and every time, it has turned out bad for either the group or the person visiting. I guess we need to leave them alone. If they're happy isolated, why not just let them be? The huge Komodo dragon, which dates back to nearly 40 million years ago, was obviously going to be included in our list. They are the biggest and heaviest crawling lizards on the planet. These dragons are thought to be the closest living relatives of the dinosaurs, according to many scientists. They were given the title Komodo dragons because of how they looked like a big dragon-like reptile. I mean, the sharp forked tongue does make people think of fire-breathing dragons, so why not? Due to the loss of habitat, the numbers of these dragons started to decline, and then they were taken in captivity. Currently, there are approximately 3,000 Komodo dragons still being held in captivity for safety's sake.
The man was sleeping peacefully, but then he heard weird noises that woke him up. He felt scared and quickly grabbed his flashlight. He shined the light around it, trying to figure out where the noises were coming from. Suddenly, the room's heavy door slowly creaked open from the corner. It didn't look like a person had done it. It was more like some invisible evil power.
Yo!
Fear took over and he rushed out of the room, stumbling into the dark hallway. The only light was from his shaky flashlight. Terrifying footsteps echoed up the stairs, getting closer and more eerie. In a panic, he ran to another room and woke up his friend.
Bro. Are you hearing this? I think there's someone in the fucking attic.
He told the whole scary story in hushed, trembling words. His friend's eyes filled with horror as they both realized they were not alone in this terrifying nightmare. No normal explanation could make sense of what was happening. They clung to each other, terrified and unable to understand who or what was behind these dreadful events. The night held its dark secrets, trapping them in a world of fear, and the truly horrifying was just beginning. Mysterious Market Meat Eater. In a busy market, something very strange happened that left everyone puzzled and a bit scared. There was a girl, and at first glance, she seemed like any other shopper going about her business in the midst of people doing their daily shopping. But then things took a bizarre turn. Amid the hustle and bustle of the market, this girl suddenly made her way to the meat section. There, she grabbed a packet of raw meat and tore it open with her hands. People nearby were shocked and couldn't believe their eyes as she started eating the raw meat. It was a horrifying sight. She devoured the meat as if she had a never-ending hunger, almost like she craved blood. Her expression was strange, and it felt like she had become something otherworldly, something not quite human. The onlookers were frozen in a mix of fear and curiosity. This wasn't just breaking social norms. It was like she had crossed into a realm of darkness that was beyond understanding. People began to wonder if she was some kind of supernatural being, straddling the line between the living and the dead. The mystery only deepened as time passed. Who was this girl, and what drove her to do this disturbing act? Whispers and stories started circulating about her, making her seem like a creature from another world. But the truth remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve right there in the bewildering market. Even now, the memory of that strange incident haunts that community. It serves as a chilling reminder that the line between the everyday and the unexplainable can be surprisingly thin. The mystery of the girl who ate raw meat, her reasons, and who she really was, continues to baffle and frighten, leaving a lasting mark on the history of the unexplained. The Calm Turtle. On a sunny day in the big blue ocean, a man on a jet ski noticed something curious. His camera captured the moment when he saw a little turtle struggling with unwanted hitchhikers. Crabs. The man with a heart as big as the sea quickly sprang into action. Carefully, he scooped up the turtle and brought it onto his jet ski. With gentle hands, he started removing the pesky crabs from the turtle shell one by one. The camera caught every detail of the man's focused expression, and the tiny crabs scuttling away. As the last crab was lifted off, the man smiled at the camera, triumphant in his mission to help the sea creature. With great care, he returned the turtle to its natural home, gently placing it back into the cool, refreshing water. The turtle, free from its unwelcome guests, swam away happily, and the man on the jet ski watched with satisfaction. Wild deer. Guess what the trail camera caught this time? A wild deer just doing its munching thing right in front of the lens. Picture this chill deer casually strolling in the camera's frame, totally clueless about the paparazzi moment it's starring in. It's on a mission though, not for fame, but for food. The camera catches it in the act, nose to the ground, probably hunting for the deer version of a gourmet meal. And get this, the deer is so absorbed in its quest for snacks that it's blissfully unaware of the camera playing nature's spy. No fancy poses or staged scenes, just a deer living its best woodland life. It's like accidentally catching your friend doing something goofy when they think no one's watching. Nature's got its own reality show, and this deer is the laid-back star. Not bothered by the hidden camera action, just another day in the wild munching and wandering, while the camera quietly captures the deer's tasty adventure. Bear chase in snow. In a snowy place, a snowboarder was singing a beautiful song. She was busy doing her own stuff. She didn't know a bear was following her. The snow and sky were quiet. She glided on her board, leaving marks in the snow. The bear, like a ghost, silently chased her. Her song mixed with the cold wind, and she danced like a ghost. The trees watched. A video showed her happy, but the bear chasing. It felt like time was waiting for something unexpected. If she knew, maybe her song would change. She didn't know the bear behind her. This moment in the snow stays a mystery in the video, waiting for someone to understand. Nobody knew why that bear was following her and what was his purpose. The bear might cause her harm. It was really a mysterious scene. Bears play with ice. The camera captured a breathtaking video of a light brown polar bear in the snowy land. It was playing with people like they were friends. A man was throwing snowballs and the bear loved it. It acted just like little human babies having so much fun. The bear sat on the ice looking super happy. The sight was so amazing and rare that it left everyone super surprised. Seeing a bear like this was a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It felt like a dream, but it was real. Imagine a big fluffy bear covered in snow playing with people like they were its pals. It was so cool, and the video made it even cooler. Nature can be full of surprises, and this was definitely one of them.
It was not a titanoboa, or perhaps it was. We don't know for sure. In the middle of the Amazon forest, these men were enjoying their day on their boat when a huge snake started following them. They quickly moved away, but damn the curiosity we humans have. Even when they moved away and the snake stopped following them, they had to go back and grab it by its tail. The snake might have swallowed something very large, or it might have just flipped out and eaten them both. We need to stay away from danger sometimes. Not everything is to go and investigate for. Perfectly by nature. Overgrown by the jungle, the Lost City was once a thriving capital of the Mayan civilization. It was so flawlessly hidden from the eyes of anyone for years. But then, an archaeologist in search of the white jaguar went too deep into the jungle and instead found this city. It consisted of stepped platforms topped by masonry structures, ranging from great temple pyramids and palaces to individual house mounds. This settlement was found to be about 1,100 years old. It remains a mystery how the city remained in such perfect condition for so many years.
Mysterious Dogman. This picture showed that in the dark forest, a strange scene unfolded. A mysterious creature, part wolf, part something else, walked quietly on a lonely road. It looked powerful and graceful dogman hidden in the dark. This creature seemed to be from another world, crossing into ours. Was it a protector of the mystical or a messenger with hidden stories? The road kept its secrets, not giving any clues. Under the moon's light, whispers of questions moved through the trees. Why was this creature here? What secrets did it bring? The answers stayed hidden. People couldn't understand the mysteries of this nighttime visitor, leaving only questions in the quiet woods. Cubs attack. Up high in the rough mountains, a big fight happened between a mommy bear and a huge daddy bear. The mommy bear had her cute babies with her, and she really wanted to protect them. The air felt super tense as the mommy bear, full of courage, faced the giant daddy bear. The little bear cubs stayed close, looking wide-eyed and curious, while their mama growled all tough. The daddy bear, super big with strong paws and a thick furry coat, did not back down. They both roared really loudly, making the mountain shake. The mommy bear, not scared of the big daddy, jumped into action, claws swiping through the cool mountain air. The baby bears watched in amazement as their mama defended them like a superhero. As the big fight got really intense, the whole mountain turned into a wild stage. It was like a survival game, and you could feel it in every moment. Even after the loud fight ended, the echoes stayed, marking the wild place where tough animals live, showing how strong and wild nature can be.
Wow. Oh. Wow.
Dead sea animals. Once a brave explorer set off to a mysterious place with just his curiosity and a camera. As he wandered, he stumbled upon something that gave him chills. In this vast land, he set up a lifeless body that held a secret underwater world. Excitement filled him as he recorded the incredible scene. In the quiet land, the explorer's camera showed a bunch of sea creatures stuck inside the dead body. There were dolphins and various fish, all frozen in time.
Look at all these mussels. They're all gone. No survivors. Is he alive?
Surprisingly, the breathless body had unintentionally come to a safe place for these underwater creatures. The discoverer, amazed by this unexpected underwater graveyard, carefully filmed the unreal encounter. Through his camera lens, the once quiet land turned into a silent underwater home, revealing the sea's wonders. The explorer, amazed and humbled, kept going on his journey, carrying the extraordinary story of the surprising meeting between the land and the sea.
This is like a sea animal graveyard. Mr. Krabs! Vertical...
Killer clown. In a mysterious and eerie video captured deep within a dense forest, something unsettling unfolded. The footage left both the operators and viewers perplexed. What they saw was a spooky clown, a figure that sent shivers down their spines. This creepy clown was observed strolling amidst the trees, illuminated only by the night vision mode of the trail camera. Oddly, it appeared as though the clown had detected the hidden camera, and with an eerie confidence, he headed straight for it. The intention's enigmatic figure remained a mystery. Why would someone be in a forest in the dead of night dressed as a clown? Was it a paranormal entity, or simply a person with an unusual penchant for nocturnal forest walks? The unexplained nature of this bizarre encounter left everyone baffled. In the midst of the midnight darkness in the dense forest, the clown's presence took on a truly spooky and unsettling aura, giving rise to countless questions that remained unanswered. A shovel. The camera caught a mysterious sight. It was a very creepy and rare clip. On a dark night, a clown was spotted on a road. He was terrified or frightened by some people there were some people that were coming toward him. They were 3 men. They wanted to kill the clown. The clown wanted to run out, but the people moved quickly towards him. One of them had a shovel in his hand and the other had a hammer, and also the third of them is free hand. It was a very mysterious and spooky scene. The clown was very nervous. People were mustering around him. It was a desolate, scary road. Suddenly, a man with a free hand jostled the clown and he was quivering. A man that was holding shovel pummels into the clown's head. And the very peculiar and strange scene happened next. The clown fell to the ground and died. It was a very spooky scene. The boys ran out quickly. They were nervous to see the dead clown. They killed the clown. It was a great mystery that happened how the clown was killed by some boys. It was still an unknown or puzzling mystery. Forest puppy dog. Once upon a time, in a thick forest far from the working town, a man embarked on a sole trip. With nothing but a pack and a camera, he ventured deep into nature. As he wandered through the towering trees, the sun filtered through the leaves, casting dancing murk on the forest bottom. In his hunt to capture the natural beauty of the forest, the man stumbled upon a mysterious delve hidden amidst the rocks and leafage. Curiosity excited, he cautiously came up the dark entrance. What he discovered inside left him amazed and filled his heart with warmth. There, cuddled in the cave, was a forest puppy dog.
Ow, come here, let me be friends. Come here, little coyote.
Its light fur, a mesmerizing blend of earthy browns and rich flora. The man could not believe his luck as the puppy dog switched its tail and cuddled his hand with uncontainable love.
Let me pet you, little coyote. Let me pet you, coyote. Hey.
With his camera in hand, he recorded the captivating moment, ever landing the bond between man and forest puppy dog in the heart of the wild.
Collecting garbage and debris from a beach after a hurricane, the cleanup team discovered a already died, and that the hurricane had caused the seas to throw her body on the shore. Nobody knows what happened to the mermaid or where she is now. Perhaps other mermaids picked up her body off the beach as the cleaners ran away in terror.
Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man.
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man, a mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Mystical spider enigma. In the secret house, a secret video happened, taken by a hidden house camera. In the video, a man was just doing regular work in his backyard. He was cleaning up old stuff when something strange appeared from his garden, a huge spider. This spider felt like a mysterious sign as the daylight got weaker. The air got heavy, like the spider knew secrets wrapped up in its big body. The man went from surprise to real fear because this spider was way too big and creepy. He tried to use his cleaning tool to scare it away, but the spider didn't care. It kept moving slowly, like it had a plan, making the place feel spooky and quiet. In this weird dance between the man and the spider, fear took over the backyard. The man tried hard to hit the spider, making a scary noise. But here's the strange part. The spider, this magical giant bug, didn't care about the man's hits. It went on like it had a job to do, like it followed some kind of magic. The huge spider went after the man, not stopping. The man, just a regular person caught in fear, ran away. And then the video suddenly ended, like it had its own secrets. The mystery of the giant spider stayed like a puzzle in the dark, full of scary feelings, wonder, and places nobody knows. Massive sea creature. In a big, never-ending ocean, something really huge moved under the waves. One sunny day, a military helicopter flying over the sea saw a giant shadow swimming below. The people inside the helicopter could not believe what they were seeing, a gigantic ocean creature coming up from the deep. It was like a super big ancient monster showing itself. The helicopter's blades were spinning fast as the military team figured out what to do. They stayed up in the air looking down and saw how massive the creature was. Its skin sparkled in the sunlight and the waves splashed against its really big body. Everyone on the helicopter got tense as they told their headquarters about finding this giant sea creature. It became a careful dance between the people and the monster. While the helicopter went around, the sea giant moved slower, maybe confused by the sudden visit. The military team, amazed and careful, quickly took movie and notes about this incredible discovery. Safari faux figure. A weird scene was recorded by a tourist while roaming through a safari. In the video, many people were seen holding on to the tall tree. Their facial expressions were somewhat unpleasant, as if they were in real danger and frightened by something. And below them were a bunch of deadly animals waiting for them to climb down. The rhinoceros, lions, and hyenas were all staring at the group of people with drooling faces, as if they were all waiting for their scrumptious feast. However, this wasn't real at all. It was just a faux and staged figure, solely for the entertainment purposes of tourists. Pigeons escape. In a thrilling feathered encounter, a courageous pigeon found itself in the wrong location at the wrong time. A fearless trespass into a falcon's nest. The falcon swiftly seized the pigeon by the neck as soon as it approached, forcing him from the nest. The falcon turned the pigeon over on the edge of a nearby building and proceeded to pluck each feather individually in a show of dominance. But the pigeon was able to wriggle free and get out of the falcon's clutches. After that, the falcon went back to her nest to continue watching her eggs until they hatched. This video demonstrates the ferocious rivalry and territorial tendencies of raptors. They do not tolerate outsiders in their domain, and the dominant bird will avenge them. Dogman kill. One night, a man found something strange in his backyard. As he walked under the bright moon, he saw a weird footprint in the soft ground. This print wasn't like any he'd seen before. It had 4 toe pads. He got really curious and bent down to look closer.
In the quiet of the night, he thought about what this odd discovery could mean. It hit him that it might be a mark left by a dog, but not a normal one. The 4 clear prints suggested a clever and nimble creature. The man could not help but feel that this was not just a regular dog walk.
But look what I found.
Tell me, what the is that?
Excitement bubbled up in him, and he could not oppose imagining what might have happened when it was dark. The 4-tone print was like a secret dispatch, and the man started figuring out the story of a mysterious dog's adventure in the night. With the knight as his partner in crime, the man went on a mental journey, unlocking the mysteries hidden in the Earth's marks.
But look what I found.
Tell me, what the is that?
Upside down elephant. Have you ever seen a giant elephant performing spellbinding stunts? This video showcases the remarkable ability of a big elephant to turn upside down on its master's command. The video began with the elephant bathing in a well-accommodating cage by a long hose. Meanwhile, a woman could be seen demonstrating the remarkable abilities of this colossal elephant.
Street poses and warrior poses, all of these things are basic poses.
And upon proper notion, the elephant took a daring step. It rolled over its front feet and stood on its trunk upside down while its lower body remained levitating in the air.
And when you do that, you can always...
This trick received a lot of appreciation and applause from the spectators, as it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. The colossal elk. Animals can turn wild in no time. For instance, in this video, a man in the middle of a vast safari tried to take a picture of a giant elk who got fierce in no time. The video started with an elk sitting in the peaceful commodity of the jungle when a man trespassed on it. The beauty of the giant elk caught his attention, and he tried to capture its magnificence. The elk got alarmed and stood in all its glory before the man. The man could only get a few pictures when the things turned sore. The elk leaped onto the man with a sudden thrust. The man quickly lied on the ground to protect himself from this unannounced attack. This fortunate act saved his life from the wrath of the colossal elk. Falcon's head. In a breathtaking demonstration of nature's engineering miracle, a guy impresses onlookers by demonstrating the amazing falcon's ability to maintain its equilibrium. The man holds the wonderful bird with such skill while moving its body in different ways. The falcon's body moves, but its head stays astonishingly still, focused on one spot. This performance emphasizes the falcon's extraordinary agility and balance, perfected over years of evolution and adaptation for flawless flying movements. The audience watches in astonishment as the bird's body gracefully sways, yet its focus remains fixed. It's a monument to nature's remarkable mastery, with viewers captivated by the falcon's steadfast gaze amid the motion of movement.
This short clip shows a mermaid swimming lazily in the water. It might have been so involved in it that she didn't notice a camera there recording her. This clip was recorded pretty deep under the water, so it is not possible for a human to be there all swimming by herself. I think it might be a real mermaid.
A black bear. Once upon a time, on a chilly layoff day, a group of walkers adventured into a snowy forest. They were whisked up in warm jackets, scarves, and lids, heated for an adventure in the white nature. As they stumbled along the trail, their steps left crisp imprints in the deep snow. The timber was silent, except for the gentle tail of the wind and the occasional chirruping of a distant hoot. Everything was covered in a mask of pure, glimmering snow. As they rounded a corner, they were met with an unforeseen sight of a big black bear. With its thick fur huddled in the snow, apparently taking a nap, the walkers sat, not wanting to disturb the peaceful bear. They rumored to each other, still about facing their way to keep their distance. They watched in admiration as the bear continued to snooze in the serene, snowy forest, a moment they would adore forever. Ultimately, they left the bear calm, continuing their hike with a newfound respect for the wild beauty of the downtime woods. Lion and crocodile. In a dark, hidden part of the forest, something secret and strange happened. A video camera recorded a spooky dance between two powerful animals, a lion and a crocodile. They were fighting over a piece of food. The shadows of these animals looked spooky against the green background. The lion was like a king getting ready to pounce with hungry eyes. On the other side, the crocodile was like a scary monster waiting for its turn. The food they fought over was just a small piece, but it seemed really important to them. The lion roared loudly and pulled on the food, showing how much he wanted it. The crocodile, even though it usually lives in the water, used its strong jaws to hold onto the food, looking dangerous. The fight continued and it was hard to tell who would win. The whole forest was very quiet, like it was watching this strange battle. Even the trees and birds seemed to be holding their breath, as if they were in awe of this mysterious moment. The bushes in the forest seemed to have secrets from a very long time ago. The darkness of the night made the scene even more eerie and fascinating. It was a moment where the wild and the mysterious mixed, showing us a side of nature that we don't often get to see.
Coyote chasing a rabbit. On a sunny day in the big farms, a fast coyote was chasing a quick rabbit. The rabbit, with its fluffy tail bouncing, ran in zigzags through the fields, trying to get down from the sly coyote. The sun made everything look golden as they raced around. In the prompting crops, the rabbit moved left and right, its ears twitching. The runner, quick and determined, followed nearly, keeping its eyes on the rabbit. A camera hard quietly watched, taking videos of the exciting chase. At the most intense moment, the rabbit made a quick dash, barely escaping the coyote. The camera clicked at the perfect time, landing the chase in one picture. The coyote briefly stopped, looked surprised. The rabbit, now far down, hopped to safety in the fields, leaving the coyote thinking about what could have been. This lively video caught by the camera shows a short and fast chase between two creatures in the big ranch. Bigfoot found. In a deep, dark jungle when the sun was setting, something amazing happened. A bunch of friends with just curiosity and a camera discovered a strange animal. It was big, hairy, and walked on two legs, like a person, but it was not one. It was Bigfoot. As the familiars carefully moved closer, their camera caught every move of the huge animal. They seemed as surprised as them. The jungle filled with gasps and whispers as the familiars marveled at the incredible find. The critter had big, kind eyes, and its giant feet made marks in the soft soil. The camera kept rolling, capturing the whole wild meeting. The familiars, a mix of excitement and disbelief in their faces, could not believe their luck. They found the legendary Bigfoot right there in the jungle. The evening felt thrilling with the unexpected, and the familiars could not show the amazing video to everyone. Little did they know, this surprise meeting would turn into a story that people would tell over and over, capturing the imaginations of everyone who heard it. Unsettling encounter. A woman who loved her 3 dogs clearly decided to film their special moments together. 2 of her dogs lounged peacefully, but the third grew agitated and began barking at something odd. Her curiosity piqued. She aimed her camera at the restless dog and noticed a strange dark shape that resembled a human figure outside the bathroom window. Time passed and the eerie shadow moved, sending shivers down her spine. Fear welled up inside her, and she couldn't help but let out piercing screams. It was a chilling encounter that left her trembling and utterly perplexed. The woman's bond with her dogs had always brought her comfort, but on that unsettling day, her haven had turned into a realm of fear and uncertainty. As the mysterious shadow continued to shift and loom, her once peaceful home felt like an alien place. 'Cause 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 She clutched her dogs tightly, desperately seeking reassurance from their presence. But the inexplicable encounter had shaken her to the core. It was a moment that would haunt her thoughts for days to come, leaving her with questions that had no easy answers. Haunted Trail Bridge. This little video captured by the camera takes us to a trail bridge along the Santa Ana River, and it's got quite a spooky reputation. People who ventured across the bridge have reported some eerie encounters that have left them with goosebumps. They claim to have heard faint whispers and the hushed voices of men, seemingly emanating from beneath the creaky wooden planks of the bridge. Imagine walking there in the dead of night, and suddenly you're hearing voices that shouldn't be there. It's enough to send shivers down your spine. But the spine-tingling tales don't stop there. Some folks have experienced an invisible force that prevents them from crossing the bridge. It's as if an unseen hand is saying, "Nope, not this way." So they're forced to find an alternative route to cross the river. Now, whether you believe in ghosts or not, there's something undeniably intriguing about a place with such mysterious stories. It makes you wonder what might be hiding in the shadows of that old bridge along the Santa Ana River, waiting to give anyone who dares to cross a spine-chilling experience they won't soon forget.
India might be famous as a place of culture and colors, but what most people do not know is that it is also a place of strange and weird phenomena. For instance, in this clip, we see a man with a huge bag, and when he empties the bag, there are hundreds of snakes in it. He caught them all, sorted them all with just his bare hands. No worries, and no F's given at all. Just the man and his snakes slithering everywhere in the wild. Though it is heard that the man was actually freeing those snakes.
Hungry monkey babies. The camera captured a spooky sight of two little monkeys all drenched and tiny. In the daytime, these little monkey babies were so small and they were shaking because of the cold. They were really hungry and trying hard to find something to eat. Then a kind man came and gave them some milk in a feeder. They drank it up like they hadn't eaten for days. They seemed incredibly hungry. It was quite a surprising scene. Seeing these shivering wet monkeys suddenly getting a warm meal, it made you wonder how they survived out there in the cold. But at that moment, they were just happy to have something to eat and get warm. It was a heartwarming sight for sure. Big cats. Once upon a time in the wild heart of the jungle, a rubbed and strong animal prowled quietly under the dappled shade of the trees. It had a fur of spotted gold like the sun's soft beams dancing on the forest bottom. This slippery hunter was part of the big cat family, but just like its lower relatives, it still carried the heart of a cat. With eyes sharp as emeralds, it stalked through the green, each muscle curled and ready to hurtle.
You scared him off, David.
In its movements, it was as graceful and nimble as any house cat, despite its large size. A branch barked under its sneaky way, a memorial that indeed the powerful leopard was, deep down, still a cat at heart. As the sun dipped below the horizon, this nimble hunter's majestic form flew into the gloom, a memorial of the wild and untamed beauty of the big pussycats, who, like their lower kins, always maintain that sportful and mysterious spirit of a cat. Mysterious Bridge Spectre Horror. In the middle of the night, a really scary video showed something unimaginably horrifying. In this video, there were some people walking along a desolate road, surrounded by a deep pitch-black darkness that seemed to engulf them completely. As they continued down this eerie path, an unsettling feeling of fear started to creep over them. Suddenly, something terrifying emerged, as if summoned from the deepest depths of despair. It was a tall, ghostly figure dressed in white, standing precariously on the edge of an old, crumbling bridge. Its presence felt like a warning of impending disaster. Those who saw it were overwhelmed by panic and rushed towards the mysterious figure.
Driven by an instinct to help, their frantic cries cut through the silence of the night. But they couldn't reach in time. With a grim determination, the figure leaped from the edge of the bridge, falling into the abyss below. However, the truly chilling part was what happened next. Inexplicably, the ghostly figure didn't crash into the dark waters as you might expect. Instead, it vanished into the impenetrable darkness, leaving those who had witnessed this strange event utterly bewildered. They scoured the area, their hearts pounding with fear, but there was no sign of the figure. This unsettling incident left everyone with more questions than answers. What was that eerie creature? Why was it on the bridge? What dark purpose drove it to the edge of oblivion? Fear held them in its grip, like a thick, suffocated fog, sending shivers down their spines. Reality seemed to have unraveled into an unsolvable mystery, blurring the line between the world we know and the world of the supernatural. The secrets of that nightmarish encounter would forever remain hidden in the depths of the unknown, leaving everyone with a chilling riddle that defied explanation. Mysterious appearance of deer. In a quiet, everyday world where normal and extraordinary blend, a camera witnessed something strange. This happened on a peaceful day under the constant gaze of the sun, as if the world itself was keeping secrets. A man set out on a drive in his familiar car, unaware of the odd events that were about to shroud his reality. His car moved through the sunny spots of the day, heading to a calm park where nature usually held sway. Feeling inspired by the beauty around him, he aimed to capture a simple scene: 2 deer standing amidst the park's greenery. He pressed the camera's button, trying to capture the moment, but when he looked through the lens, a shiver ran down his spine. The 2 deer were no longer alone. A 3rd deer had appeared, seemingly out of thin air, like a whisper from the unknown. The mystery grew deeper. The new deer looked normal, but its presence was eerie. It was like an ordinary deer, but felt otherworldly, a strange occurrence in the natural order. It stood there beside the regular deer, yet it existed in a way that defied what's normal. In that instant, the man's understanding of reality shattered, and confusion enveloped him. How could a deer, just like the others, appear without explanation? Where had it come from? And what world did it belong to? These questions were like puzzles, with no clear answers hidden in the strange picture. The camera didn't just capture a moment, it captured a puzzle that would stay with the man. It was a blend of the normal and the supernatural, where the riddle of the sudden appearance of the 3rd deer remained unsolved, its ghostly presence lingering in the realm of the unexplained. Spider or something else? The camera captured a chilling video of a cryptic spider, unlike any ordinary arachnid. What made it truly unsettling were the 2 tiny dot-like eyes and a sinister smiley face etched onto its unsettling visage. This peculiar creature moved with an eerie grace, its 6 spindly legs bending in unnatural ways. Its pallid hue sent shivers down the spine, a far cry from the common insects we encounter daily. This was no run-of-the-mill critter. It seemed like a shape-shifting entity, or perhaps a creature from the darkest corners of the paranormal. As it skulked along, one couldn't help but feel a profound sense of dread. It defied nature's norms, leaving us with more questions than answers. Was it a mere insect in disguise, playing tricks on our perception, or a manifestation of something otherworldly? The video left us with an enigmatic and unsettling presence, an unsettling reminder that the world can be far stranger and more chilling than we dare imagine. Black Phantom. One eerie night, a person recorded a video that uncovered a spine-chilling truth about the supernatural. As the camera rolled in the darkness, it unveiled a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows. The person insisted it was real, but let me tell you, it's not so easy to believe. This eerie entity appeared as a pitch-black silhouette with two menacing horns and eyes that glowed with an otherworldly light. From a distance, it seemed like a group of eerie figures with eerie glowing eyes. But as the camera drew closer, the true horror became evident.
Dude, there's some glowing eyes right there. Camera won't focus on them.
This enigmatic being stood perfectly still, its gaze locked onto the camera with an unsettling intensity. It left us all wondering what on earth, or perhaps beyond it, this creature could be. Was it a deadly creature of the wild or something even more sinister, like a demon from the depths of the unknown? After a tense moment, it slowly turned away, vanishing into the darkness behind the wall. But the horror didn't end there. The door suddenly began to bang with a violent force, as if something were desperately trying to break through. To this day, the mystery of the demon's presence and its ultimate departure remains unsolved, shrouded in an eerie and unexplainable darkness.
Dude, there's some glowing eyes right there. Camera won't focus on them.
The Rake. The Rake is a spooky figure from creepy internet stories. It's super skinny, has no hair and no clothes, and eyes that glow all weirdly. Its fingers are crazy long, like some kind of rake. People think it's got strange powers, and if you see it, you're in for some bad luck. If you're unlucky enough to spot it, you might start seeing it in the corner of your eye, or waking up to it just chilling on your bed, staring at you. It's like a never-ending nightmare that keeps following you around, and that's why folks say it's cursed. So, watch out for that rake, or you might be in for a spooky surprise. Cryptid creature. In 2007, a trail camera in northwest Pennsylvania snapped an intriguing image that continues to baffle onlookers. Many folks who've laid eyes on the photo are convinced it's not your typical wild critter, nor a run-of-the-mill bear. The image reveals distinct features that set it apart from ordinary animals in the region. Despite numerous speculations, a clear-cut explanation remains elusive. Some people suggest it could be an undiscovered species, while others lean towards the idea of a cleverly crafted hoax. Whatever the case, this enigmatic image has sparked curiosity and debate, leaving us with a captivating mystery from the heart of the Pennsylvania wilderness. Gargantuan unveiled. In a quiet, ordinary town, something truly terrifying unfolded. A massive, wild creature defying all expectations emerged from the depths. It was like a nightmare come to life, a colossal crocodile, a terrifying predator straight out of stories and legends. It all began as a whispered rumor that spread through the town like a spooky mist. Have you ever seen a giant croc? Those words, once kept secret, now united the entire town in fear. This creature, this super crocodile, lurks silently in the murky waters, craving human flesh. The silent camera caught the moment when terror shattered the calm of the town. Houses near the water became unwilling spectators to this unfolding nightmare. Panic surged as the enormous crocodile appeared, having already taken 2 lives and hungry for more. The brave people of this once peaceful neighborhood refused to be victims. They summoned their courage and set out on a daring mission to rid their town of this aquatic monster. But how do you confront a beast of such immense size? It measured about 18 feet, a true giant. The battle that followed was a desperate fight for survival. The crocodile, sensing its impending doom, fought fiercely, sending chills down the spines of those who faced it. In their darkest hour, a glimmer of hope appeared, a plan born of necessity and creativity. They securely fastened the colossal creature to a raft and used ropes to harness the strength of the community. Slowly and painfully, they began moving the monster away from their homes. After countless struggles, they succeeded. The giant crocodile was expelled from the town and returned to the waters it came from. But as it disappeared, it left behind an enduring mystery, a chilling tale that would haunt their memories. How had such a colossal and malevolent force arrived in their peaceful town, lurking in the shadows of their suburban life? It remained an unanswered question, a natural riddle that defied explanation and was forever hidden in the mystery of that fateful day. Deadly encounter. As twilight settled in, a camera silently observed a mysterious scene. A winding river hidden in the moonlight meandered through an untouched forest. Its waters held secrets from ancient times, concealed deep within the heart of the wild woods. A solitary figure emerged, outlined by the dark shadows around him. He clutched a cold, treacherous weapon, its steel gleaming ominously. His eyes, hidden in the darkness, showed a chilling determination devoid of mercy. The camera focused on a creature beneath the river's surface, an enormous crocodile, a relic of the past. Its scales shining eerily in the dim light. With each movement, the river seemed to murmur stories of its ancient lineage. The man's finger tightened, and a thunderous shot pierced the night's silence. The crocodile writhed in agony, a grotesque struggle for survival. The river, once peaceful, turned into a gruesome canvas, its waters tainted with a sinister red. But the man's determination held fast. He fired again, and this time, the ancient beast succumbed to the relentless assault. Its formidable form lay motionless, life extinguished. The forest seemed to mourn the loss of its ancient guardian, holding its breath. A profound stillness enveloped the scene. The river, now without its monstrous inhabitant, reflected the calmness of a world forever changed by the enigmatic man and his deadly weapon. As the camera lingered on this blood-soaked tableau, one couldn't help but ponder the mysteries hidden within the depths of the river and the soul of the man who had dared to confront the untamable. Cryptic forest encounter. In the hidden depths of the world, there are strange and mysterious creatures that defy our understanding. These mysterious beings lurk in the darkest corners of existence, escaping our grasp and challenging the very laws of nature. One such creature, a terrifying blend of human and ape, was caught on camera deep within eerie, isolated forest. This nightmarish entity, frozen in time by the camera's lens, stood alone among ancient trees, defying the rational world. Its appearance was a grotesque fusion of human and ape, with a body covered in black fur that seemed to swallow the light, contrasting sharply with its ghastly pale face. What made this encounter even more unsettling was the creature's eerie stillness. It stared into the camera with unblinking eyes, as if peering into the very depths of the viewer's soul. Its eyes, wide against the darkness, held a malevolent gaze that sent shivers down the spines of those who saw it. The air grew heavy with an ominous sense of dread, as if the forest itself recoiled in fear of the creature's presence. No one could fathom where this abomination had come from, and its cryptic purpose remained a mystery. It was an unsolvable enigma, a puzzle without an answer. As the image of this monstrous being spread, it left a trail of fear in its wake. Whispers of the unknown and the macabre swept through the minds of those who saw the photograph. It appeared that our world was darker and more mysterious than anyone had ever imagined, with terrors lurking just beyond our comprehension, waiting to be unearthed from the depths of the unknown. for a journey into the enigmatic and perplexing reaches of the natural universe. We've compiled the strangest encounters from the depths of untamed forest and the uncharted ocean depths for this special compilation. Be ready as we reveal the bizarre and fascinating relationships that occur between animals and their natural habitat, as well as the discovery of mysterious creatures and ancient statues that are silently resting at the bottom of the sea. The Limping Doe. A heart-yearning incident was caught on a trail camera, a possible event of human ignorance and vicious hunting activities. A peculiar-looking deer was captured on a trail camera walking through the woods unfashionably. Upon proper investigation, the deer seemed limping on its 3 legs. Its 4th leg was missing, making it hard for the poor creature to walk appropriately. The hiker stated this anomaly was some accident in the woods rather than a genetic defect. It seemed like the poor deer had its legs stuck in some electrical fence or vicious trap. As we plunge deeper into the video, the trail camera tracked through its daily hustles and difficulties. Moreover, the camera captured the peculiar behavior of its fellow deer. They were seen acting weirdly towards the 3-legged doe. As soon as she tried to come close to its troops, they moved apart, making her feel the odd one out. This behavior is quite natural to expect from wildlife. They don't adapt to unusual circumstances, let alone accept the limping. Wild tornado.
Yeah, it is. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're gonna get it.
Yeah, on the other side of that tree.
Yeah.
Nature's not always been blissful to mankind. It has its monstrous and vicious side too, which is enough to topple the land it rumbles. A similar incident was recorded by 2 friends when they found themselves stranded in a heavy thunderstorm. 2 friends embarked on a bumpy journey through a dense forest on a 4-wheeler. They kept recording throughout their venture just to capture the beautiful sight of the hilly area. However, not soon enough, they found themselves lost amidst the sudden drizzling. The light drizzles turned into heavy rainfall in no time. Bounded by the heavy rain, a peculiar sight caught their attention and added more to their worry. A gust of wind was seen twisting with a heavy thrust, forcing tall trees to move with its rhythm. The fundamental element of surprise struck hard in our faces when that wind turned into a dangerous-looking tornado, tearing down everything that came in its way. In this video, we could see the hikers terrified over the vicious destruction caused by the persisting tornado.
Just destroyed something.
The tornado, however, wasn't densely colored like the usual ones. It was pretty transparent, giving the appearance of a ghost tornado wrecking the trees and houses. This terrifying scene would genuinely be a nerve-wracking sight for both friends.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What is that?
Oh no!
Foam on streets. Sometimes, a little malfunction in the operating systems can turn into a big disaster. However, in this video, a unique sight was witnessed by the residents of Santa Clara, California. It was reported that the streets of Santa Clara were flooded by unique white snow that had foamy texture and dissolved upon touching. Quite an absurd-looking sight, isn't it? It must be heaven for children. However, on proper investigations, it was found that there was a fault in the fire alarm system of a nearby factory, which resulted in vast amounts of foam coming out of the factory floors. The local police reported that the snowy foam was waist-line thick, but it would soon disappear from the streets due to its dissolving nature. This accident would have been dangerous if it hadn't been for the fire alarm. Imagine if hazardous chemicals and factory waste would have made their way to the residential streets. It would have been dangerous for the locals, as these factory wastes contain harmful toxic contents. But thankfully, the roads of Santa Clara were lucky enough not to witness such a horrible sight. Dog's mysterious arrival. Imagine filming the final moments of a car race on a sound and quiet night. filled with only intense drifting sounds. And suddenly, a new domain transports a dog in the middle of the racetrack. It is pretty absurd and strange, isn't it? In this video, a man recorded 2 cars in all their glory and sparks drifting at full speed toward the alleged final line. The air is filled with excitement and the loud noises from their power engines. But as soon as the camera shifts its angle towards the other side, a dog comes out of nowhere. The spectator defined it as a teleportation scene from some science fiction movie. To testify the validity of this scene, the man slowed down the video, focusing right on the dog. The dog suddenly appeared in the picture after one of the cars and ran across the road in the rush of events. It was indeed a peculiar sight. However, it couldn't be called teleportation or coming out of some other realm because it would be some trick of an AI. Unexpected predator Victor. In a deadly encounter between a rattlesnake and a bobcat, who'd you choose if you were asked to bet on one? The venomous rattlesnake is known for its lethal and poisonous venom, but sometimes nature works contrary to our popular belief. A trail camera was set up by a bunch of hikers to record the mysterious wildlife of the dense forest. But little did they know that they would be witnessing the deadliest encounters of all time. In the video, a wild bobcat is roaming aimlessly through the dense forest, but those cautious eyes catch something mysterious slithering over a fallen log. The rattling sounds persuaded the cat to have a bite of this strange creature, and at the same time, the rattlesnake aimed at a big chunk of the meal. Within a few minutes, the battle started between the deadliest snake on Earth and a rather humble creature, a wild bobcat. Results are anticipated to favor the rattlesnake, but guys, one shouldn't take these cute creatures as polite and innocent. To our astonishment, the cat grabbed the snake by its sharp paws and attacked directly on its neck, giving it multiple blows in the same area to make its attack fatal. In no time, the snake surrendered and the cat was seen carrying the lifeless snake toward its hiding, proving that never take your cute cats as naive and poor little fellas. These can snap their target in the blink of an eye. Ghostly woods fire. Have you ever seen a jester playing with fire and pulling off lethal yet spectacular stunts? He amazes us with his beautiful and peculiar patterns, sometimes unimaginable tricks with fire, leaving his spectators in utter shock. Mother Nature can pull even greater stunts and the deadliest of tricks, unbelievable and unthinkable to the human eye, enough to make us jump out of our seats and wonder over the enigmatic nature of our worldly domain. Our natural world can sometimes act strangely sufficient to be called a mysterious realm. One such incident caught our attention when, deep in the forests of Portugal, a spectator captured some ghostly flames making strange waves and patterns amidst the burning forest. It seemed these flames were dancing over some rhythmic beat, hallucinating and inviting the wildlife into its trap, and then encroaching gradually over the entire woods. These unique swirls and blazes were enough to force the spectator to capture this strange sight. The atmosphere appeared as a demonic ritual, a devil's den, and a satanic cauldron. However, this occurrence serves as a reminder of nature's unpredictable forces, asking us to respect and protect our environment. Bear versus pigs battle. In a daring and surprising set of events, a wild intruder is seen speaking to the newly shifted members of the neighborhood. The enormous black bear sniffed across the forest and quietly walked towards the pig's cage. At first, the bear was seen taking the measurements of the cell, gauging the efforts required to climb this cage. And when it was satisfied with its plan of attack, it made its first attempt. The pig seemed oblivious to the whole situation, as no squeaking sounds were heard. However, after a few tries, when it was about to jump into the den, the pig shrieked at the bear in a deadly manner, which forced him to get out of their habitat at once. The cunning and hungry bear didn't lose hope and kept trying for another invasion. This time, it didn't let the pig get the better of him and jumped straight into the cage, attacking the pig. However, to its astonishment, the pig wasn't alone. Another vicious-looking pig aimed directly at the bear and rushed toward him in an attacking manner. This forced the bear to jump out of their cage and never disturb them again. It's a reminder of the fantastic ways animals can band together to protect themselves and their territory. Indonesian ghost. Imagine enjoying your vacation in Indonesia, and one day you wake up to strange noises of people outside your hotel. Upon further looking into the situation, you catch yourself looking at an eerie-looking creature gradually walking past the mountainous region. One such incident was recorded by the spectators in a mountainous area of Indonesia. The video began with confused spectators staring at a hilly landscape surrounded by trees. Still, as we look more closely towards the hilly terrain, we'll look at a strange shadow. This substantial black shadow appeared from nowhere in the hilly area. This peculiar sight made the viewers mesmerized as everyone was busy capturing this mysterious scene. The colossal shadow had a visible form and structure with distinct limbs. Many speculated the shadow as the infamous Bigfoot, but the blurred figure wasn't enough to call it the Bigfoot. Within a few minutes, the creature disappeared into thin air, as if it escaped through some mystique door into the realm of the unknown. This event raised many questions about the peculiar nature of our world, and some spectators frowned upon this incident, calling it a publicity stunt. Diving bell spiders. Unraveling the marvels of our worldly domain in this video, we're going to witness the weirdest type of spider ever to inhabit Earth. The specialty of these spiders lies in their unusual habitat. These spiders are not land dwellers. Instead, they survive in an aquatic habitat. These strange spiders can live up to 24 hours underwater. Isn't it fascinating? They have this ciliated hair over their abdomen to trap air bubbles over the water's surface, thus enabling them to breathe underwater. Another peculiar feature that sets them apart from normal spiders is their ability to create elaborate underwater homes, resembling silvery bubbles by collecting air and making silk out of it. Attached to submerged plants, these silken chambers act as both homes and nurseries for their offspring. These eight-legged creatures have exceptional preying abilities even underwater. They dwell upon small insects and aquatic animals to feed their needs. In short, these aquatic spiders serve as shining examples of nature's brilliant adaptations, illuminating the diversity of life and the wonders of evolution in the rich fabric of the animal kingdom. Alien settlement. Do you believe in aliens? If not, this video will surely make you question your decisions and force you to think about the inexplicable vastness of the oceans. As per evidence, most of the ocean is unexplored due to its vastness and immense depth. Hence, many deep-sea species are yet to be discovered. In this video, a sea explorer caught some intriguing scenes from underwater scenery that appeared strange to the average human eye. The sea diver caught clear footage of some alien-colored green colonies inhabiting the surface of the vast sea. These colonies looked like sea sponges, but they appeared to be less dense and airier, giving an outlook of an alien-like settlement. There's a possibility that these colonies might be of some new species of sea sponges, unknown to humans until now, or they can be some weird type of seaweed inhabiting the sea land. The video takes an unfamiliar route, leaving the viewers to decide about these underwater colonies. Do you guys think it's an alien settlement, or is it just some boring seaweed that turns strange green due to the severe pollution in our seas? A strange figure at the bottom of the sea. Diving deep into the vast and enigmatic depths of our oceans, an enthralling video surfaced over the internet that raised my questions about the horrifying encounters one might expect at the bottom of the sea. In this video, the deep-sea divers found a holy thing in the depths of the sea. This sacred thing was nothing but the statue of Jesus Christ wearing a cross symbol. The strange thing about this statue was its presence at the very depth of the sea. This could either be a part of some shipwreckage that might have fallen prey to the deadliest waves of the ocean, or some luggage ship dropped in on its voyage. Upon further speculations by marine biologists and archaeologists, it was confirmed that this statue trails down to 1956. It was built by a couple in loving memory of their dear son. However, over time, it plunged into the water, becoming a tourist destination for many deep-sea divers. It was a very creepy sight, especially in the vastness of the sea brimmed with deadly creatures. A giant salamander. Giant salamanders look like a hybrid between a fish and a reptile, but contrary to common beliefs, they are giant amphibians dwelling in an aquatic habitat. In similar events, a pretty unusual video was circulating on the internet, making headlines as a strange phenomenon was captured in it. The footage began with the dull sight of a river surrounded by tall trees. A man shot the video through a phone camera as a man with a large stick can be felt in the rear view. As the man starts focusing on the edge of the river, a distinct image can be seen forming at the bank of the river. The creature had only its head peeking through the river, while the rest of the body was thought to be submerged in the river. Its head was huge, giving the appearance of a giant salamander. Moreover, the massive head was covered in mud, and only a pair of eyes could be seen glaring at the spectator. The man tried to disturb it with his giant stick, and after a few blows, it dived back into the river, leaving us all in great misery. Now the question arises whether this creature was a giant salamander or an undiscovered species that had finally made its appearance. Do let us know in the comments. Unexplained shadows. The video describes an enigmatic incident that was caught on a dash cam in Maine, USA. Driving at night, Chef Cook had a terrifying incident when he saw a shadowy black person cross the road in front of his vehicle. This mysterious figure may be racing across the street in the unsettling video footage. There are several cemeteries near the vicinity of the encounter site, and there is conjecture that paranormal activity and these spirits are related. The video doesn't, however, offer conclusive proof to support this. The identity of the creature or figure that crossed the road still leaves many people wondering. The video also highlights comparable occurrences in other locations, such as the multiple ghostly Bearing Point Cemetery in Salem, Massachusetts, and the Colonial Park Cemetery in Savannah, Georgia, where witnesses have reported seeing odd, shadowy creatures. These reports of strange sightings and unexpected encounters heighten the mystery and interest in the paranormal and unexplained realms. A wild run chase. Wild forests have always been a hub of peculiar and deadliest encounters, ranging from lethal battles between strange animals to running chases down. One such unbelievable hunt scene was caught on a trail camera mounted on the tall trees of central Alberta, Canada. The video began with a breathtaking sight of a hilly forest surrounded by sky-high trees. Indeed, a tranquil-looking atmosphere. Amid this serenity, a band of beautiful horses was marching gradually through the woods. To witness these beautiful wild horses of Alberta is truly a lifetime experience. These luscious horses of all sizes were wandering freely in the vast forest. But guys, hold on to your chairs, as there's an element of surprise in this video. The video turned dark when far in the woods, a black grizzly bear could be seen following the band of horses. The Alberta horses were galloping towards their stable to protect themselves from this vicious bear. The camera recorded them from two different angles, and the bear seemed to be in a rage, sprinting blindly to the galloping of the horse. However, there is the tiniest bit of hope that the horses would have been saved by their shepherd, or they managed to escape into some hiding. A mule deer. The camera had caught a mysterious clip. It was recorded in far-off distance. It seemed like it was in a sandy area. The camera had noticed the presence of a mule deer, also called buck. It had antlers like a fork. Usually they use their antlers or horns as a weapon to fight with their competitors. They are very wild and untamed, and very large in size. It was moving with jumps from one place to another. Suddenly, an uncanny or curious scene happened. The mule deer that was moving, its one side fork-like antler, fell down on the ground. It was detached from its head. This was a very uncanny and strange scene that how was it possible? It was hold on with one side antlers. This was a very mystical creature the camera had shown this being many times, with this broken antler. It was a deep great mystery that the camera had captured which was still unknown. Terrifying dashcam encounter. Many viewers may feel uneasy after watching the video, which shows a scary incident caught on a dashcam in a remote location. The person in the car claims that although it looks like a scene from a horror film, it was actually an authentic experience. A four-legged monster sprints towards the vehicle in the video and jumps on top of it. Obviously, the man in the car was afraid and thought he might be in danger. The creature moved on all fours and was described as having chimpanzee-like movements, but it is still unknown what animal it was. The experience brings to light a long-standing fear many people have when they come into contact with animals with human and animal characteristics. The term anthropomorphism, which is used to characterize entities with traits of both humans and animals, causes this fear. The video intensifies the mystery and anxiety surrounding encounters with such enigmatic and unsettling creatures, and it begs the question of what this man may have caught on his dashcam, although the creature's true nature and identity are still unknown. Enigmatic highway creature. In this video, a confusing and unsettling incident involving a mysterious creature crossing a road in the United Kingdom is captured on camera by a dashcam. This thing, which resembles no known animal at all, like a dog or a small deer, is seen crossing a highway, distracting drivers and possibly posing a threat to everyone on the road. The creature appears to have bent legs, according to several video analysts, which adds to the mystery. According to the video, the sighting is consistent with several local urban legends. Among these legends is the Beast of Bodermoor, a large and mysterious wild cat-like creature that has supposedly been sighted in the area for many years. Another urban legend in the area is that of the Black Shuck, a big black dog with glowing eyes who's rumored to wander the countryside. The true identity of the creature seen in the video is still unknown, and viewers are still left perplexed and uneasy by it despite these legends. In the video, the viewer's imagination is left free to speculate about the nature of this creature and how it might fit into the local folklore and legends of the area. Mysterious Nightcrawler Chronicles. This video talks about the strange creature that has been making people wonder since 2007, the Fresno alien. It is also known as the Fresno Nightcrawler. The beast has a petite body resembling a pair of walking pants and two long, slender legs. Its existence is still unknown, and it is known to only appear at night in remote locations. More recent footage of the Fresno Nightcrawler, found in a desolate area of Billings, Montana, is shown in the video. The exact nature and origin of the Fresno Nightcrawler remain a mystery despite numerous reports and images over the years. Believers are adamant that the creature exists, despite skeptics' attempt to dismiss sightings as hoaxes or the use of puppets of some sort. Surprisingly, a deer carcass was reported close to the spot where the most recent footage was taken, raising questions about the creature's possible diet and hunting techniques. This unique and mysterious creature, known as the Fresno Nightcrawler, appears only at night in isolated areas, raising many unanswered questions. The video contributes to the lore and mystery surrounding this cryptid. Unexplained Barbados entity. The dashcam footage shows an enigmatic and peculiar creature emerging from the grass on the Caribbean island of Barbados. The video's uploader is looking for theories regarding the name and origin of this unidentified creature, which is still up for debate. Although there isn't any hard proof to support the legitimacy of the video, some people think that isolated remote locations are more likely to witness unexplained creature sightings. Although the exact causes of this phenomenon are unknown, several theories have been put forth to try and explain why this type of activity is more common in rural areas. In this case, you would have to choose between curiosity and fear if you were traveling through a rural area with nothing around you, and suddenly saw a strange creature emerging from the grass. To escape any danger or discomfort, you could decide to just step on the gas and drive away, or you could choose to move back and investigate the matter more. The video raises the intriguing question of how people might respond to an unexplained and potentially unsettling encounter in a remote location. Mysterious deer. The camera had recorded something very mysterious and cryptic. It was a very peculiar or strange scene. This scene was recorded in the woods where the two deer were statues. There was another alive heart real deer. It came near that of a statue deer. It judged that deer that was a statue. It laid over the deer. It was thinking that it was a real deer, so it makes interacting with it. It lays on the back of the deer and starts sniffing its neck. It was continuing in this work. Suddenly, the statue deer neck was broken. It was desperate from it. Then this deer knew that it was not a real one. It was just a statue, so it moved away from there. It was a great deep mystery how the deer considered the statue real. Cryptid clowns. The camera captured a very mysterious and rare scene. It was a very peculiar moment on a desperate road when police were trooping on the road in their car. This scene was caught by a camera that was placed on a dashboard. The police officer's camera recorded something very strange. The camera recorded the appearance of the two cryptic clowns. They had slightest movement. They were looking very spooky and creepy. They were very rare in reality. They were not found much. So, it was a very spooky scene of these clowns. They were looking very peculiar. One of the police officers came outside from the car. He pointed those clowns to go away from here.
Why don't you guys come up to this barrier right here? Go ahead and put your butts against it.
He pointed them with anger, with no fear. Those two clowns were moving away from there in a very cryptic manner. They were moving slowly and slightly. It was a very unusual and uncanny way of their moving. They are looking very odd and cryptic. It was a great mystery that the police officer's camera had recorded. It was not found yet that they were real clowns or two men were wearing the clown's costume. It was not found still. Mysterious bobcat. The camera caught a peculiar and full of anxiety video. On a dark, spooky night, a bobcat was spotted here in front of the camera. It was recorded in a grassy field. This scene was really vibing very unease. The cat that was captured in the camera was moving here and there. It was very anxious and frightened, and moving with terror from place to place. Its tail was shaking with fear. The scene of this frightened bobcat manifesting that something was present here, emitting the bobcat. It was actually a bobcat or wildcat having a brownish coat with black spots over the body. Suddenly, a peculiar scene happened here. The cat was misplaced from here, then a deer was found here instead of this bobcat. The air was filled with true enigma and doubts, like where this bobcat was gone, and what is the connection between the cat's anxiety and presence of this deer rather than the mystical cat. Strange. It was a deep, great mystery that the camera had recorded, which was not found or revealed yet. The air was filled with questions and queries. Is this a paranormal case or not? Still a big question. Paranormal encounter. The camera caught a very mysterious and spooky sight. The air was truly filled with panic and agitation. It was recorded on a spooky and eerie night. The operator was alone in that old building. Here, the very peculiar scene happened with the operator.
Hello?
The lady was standing in stairs, and she was not moving like she was still standing. It was in the white clothing. It was a very spine-chilling scene. It made the operator very anxious and terrified.
Oh my god! What the is that?
It ran quickly at fast speed down the stairs. It was a very mystical scene. What was this? This fearful creature was looking very scary, which made everyone terrified with its eerie appearance. This was a deep mystery. Is this a paranormal being or creature or something else? It is not found still, and still it is a puzzle.
Oh my god! What the is that?
Mysterious crawling creature. The camera recorded a rare and mysterious scene. The air was filled up with questions. In this video, a group of tourists were stunned. It was never seen before. This cryptic being was very peculiar, crawling on the ground. It had a long, scaly body and a powerful tail.
He didn't find anything.
But the most peculiar and creepy thing that was seen was that it seemed to be missing the front limbs of this creature, or being. This creature was very rare. It also looked like an alligator, but it was situated on the sandy ground. Its powerful tail was shaking and rubbing on the ground as it was moving towards.
He didn't find anything.
It was a very mystical creature, or there's a very big mystery hidden behind. No one can find out what this was. The air was really filled up with many doubtful questions. It was not cunning what this was. A wild hog. The camera had recorded the presence of a mythical creature. It was a wild hog, also called wild swine, common wild pig. It was the most dangerous wild animal. The trail camera had captured the clip of this being present in the woods where there are large trees. It was grazing on a grassy land. It was very giant and hairy and had a big face. It was really a creepy creature that was looking very weird and bizarre. They are generally found in Eurasia and North Africa. The hog that was in the video had a scrunched face, pointy snouts, beady eyes, and large ears. It was looking very peculiar. It was a deep mystery of this creature's presence. The air was filled up with the uncanny. Snake's mystery unveiled. In the quiet daytime, a camera saw something strange in the wild. It found a group of snakes hiding among thick bushes. There were many of them, and they seemed like a secret society.
I don't know, guys. I don't think you're practicing your social distancing.
These snakes were long and slim, and they cautiously peeked out from a hole they had made in the ground. It looked like they didn't want to leave their hiding spot. All of them stood close together in a formation, and they moved their heads around as if they were on high alert, ready for something important.
Looks like more than a party of 10.
It was like they were prepared to face an enemy, but no one knew who or what that might be. Their hidden purpose remained a puzzle, and the snakes held into their enigmatic secret.
I'm sure I'm grossing out some friends, but you guys still love me being a nature nut.
As people watched this mysterious assembly, they couldn't help but be captivated by the snakes' unusual behavior. The reasons behind their actions and their hidden intentions were a riddle, buried deep within the Earth's secrets. This mystery remained unsolved, much like the snakes themselves, and their story remained forever locked in the unknown wilderness. Roadside hauntings. The video discusses a mysterious figure captured in the middle of the road at night, and it is so strange to look at it that it will chill you to the bone. The car in front of the person filming had to swerve to avoid the figure, but what supposedly was this creature? Some people think it looks like a ghost, while others wonder if it could be an alien. Although the filming location is unknown, the video highlights some well-known routes where reports of ghost sightings in the middle of the road have been made. A similar example might be the Clinton Road in New Jersey, known for its history of paranormal activity and the presence of a creepy ghost woman in white. Another eerie road mentioned is the Shades of Death Road in Warren County, New Jersey. Also in Texas, there's the Devil's Backbone, a scenic highway with legends of Spanish conquistadors and Native American warrior ghosts. The Bluebell Hill ghost has been reported to have been seen frequently on Kent's A229 road in England. The video emphasizes how these unexplained encounters and reports of strange figures seen on roads have sparked various theories and tales that have added to the mysteries of the paranormal. Goatman. In the cryptic shadows of the Hyattsville branch, a chilling revelation unfurled. A sinister video emerged, exposing the ghastly presence of the Goatman, a malevolent entity whispered of in terrified hushed tones. Whispers of its origins reeked of malevolence seeping through the veins of this forsaken place, the very soil tainted by the horrors that unfolded. The Goatman, they say, has an insatiable thirst for blood, a gluttonous predator not discriminating between the pulse of humans and the heartbeats of innocent animals. This creature, recorded by an ominous trail camera, struck a stark and unholy image upon the minds of those who dared to bear witness. Its visage, a grotesque hybrid, sported a face akin to a goat's. Eyes like soulless voids, and a body that resembled a mockery of humanity itself. Its presence emanated a petrifying aura, an eerie, unsettling force that clung to the very marrow of the bones. They spoke in hushed murmurs of its tactics, how it stalked with eerie precision, silently a wraith lurking in the shadows. Abruptly it would strike, rending the unsuspecting prey to shreds, leaving only sorrow and blood-soaked ground in its wake. Then, like a wisp of malevolence, it would retreat into the gnarled woods, a sinister specter biding its time, waiting for the next hapless victim. But what eldritch force had birthed this abomination? No one knew how the Goatman had slipped into the very fabric of the forest, or why it haunted this wretched place. A shroud of mystery clung to it, a sinister enigma, unfathomable and unsettling. It said that these who dared to unravel its origins were consumed by an inescapable darkness, their sanity forfeit to the inscrutable malevolence of the Goatman. The Hyattsville branch bore witness to a horror that defied reason, an unrelenting terror that refused to yield its secrets. The Goatman's mystery, a macabre riddle wrapped in shadows, remained unsolved, leaving the world to shudder in trepidation, forever haunted by the nightmare lurking within. Mysterious Bigfoot sighting. In the daytime, a camera recorded something strange that got everyone talking. It happened in a thick group of bushes, and a Bigfoot came out of these bushes, a mysterious and huge creature.
An elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down.
Bigfoot had a unique style unlike anything we've seen before. It moved through the bushes in a way that made it seem like it knew the camera was there, but the camera was far away, so we couldn't see its features clearly. Still, its shape looked a lot like the legendary Bigfoot. People heard about this and started guessing. Some said it was just a person dressed up to trick everyone, while others said it was taller than any regular person, making them believe it was the real Bigfoot.
An elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down.
The mystery only got deeper as experts and fans studied the video. They wanted to know if it was a real Bigfoot or just a well-done trick. It was like a puzzle that no one could solve. In the end, we still didn't know who or what it was. This encounter with Bigfoot during the day fascinated and puzzled people. It showed how we're always curious about things we can't explain. The video reminds us that our world still holds secrets we haven't discovered yet. Mysterious creature. In a deep, dark forest, something strange happened. A special camera took a picture of a mysterious creature. The only thing we could see were its glowing eyes, like magical lights in the night. The person who owned the camera was really curious, so they made their phone screen very bright to see more. What they saw was a strange creature that looked a bit like a human, but it was hard to see its face. It was so eerie and scary, like it didn't belong to our world. This sight filled the camera owner with fear, making them too scared to go back to that forest again. People who heard the story were also scared. They talked about the creature, but no one could figure out what it really was. It was like a mystery that no one could solve, something strange and unknown. This strange being left a mysterious mark on the world, and its secrets would forever stay hidden in the deep, dark forest. Eerie creature's chilling encounter. In daytime, a strange video appeared. It showed something scary. A person who liked to jog in a quiet park saw something bizarre. He didn't know that something evil was nearby. While jogging, he saw a weird dark shape in the distance. It was black and didn't make sense. He thought it might be a big black bear or a wild dog, but it wasn't. This thing was pure evil. It had creepy eyes that felt like they could steal your soul. Looking at it sent chills down the jogger's spine. It was like a nightmare come to life. Its twisted, scary face seemed like it came from another world. Everyone who saw it was terrified. The jogger couldn't move, stuck in the monster's evil gaze. He realized he was in a place that didn't belong to our world. This thing was a mystery, something we can't understand. The video stopped, but the terror it showed never left. The mystery of this evil creature with its scary eyes and eerie presence stayed unsolved. It's a reminder of how unknown and frightening our world can be. Gorilla versus snake. In the jungle, there's a zoo with a funny and fascinating story. Some gorillas and a snake became the stars of a video that's been making people laugh and wonder.
Oh, there's a snake. Oh, that's awesome.
One clever gorilla first noticed the snake hiding in the bushes. He got so excited and yelled for his gorilla friends to come check it out.
Oh, Big Dad.
In no time, there were 5 or 6 gorillas, all looking surprised and amazed. But the best part was the funny dare. One cheeky gorilla challenged his buddy, saying, "If you give the snake a kiss, I'll give you 50 bananas." This was so silly that all the gorillas started giggling.
I can do something about it. Why are you doing it?
The brave gorilla decided to go for it and gave the snake a quick kiss. Everyone burst into laughter and cheered for him. The snake just watched, probably wondering what all the fuss was about. People at the zoo watched through a glass wall and couldn't believe their eyes.
Oh, there's a snake. Oh, that's awesome.
They had expressions of surprise and happiness, just like the gorillas. The video of this crazy moment spread everywhere, making people of all ages smile and be amazed. This funny encounter showed that nature is full of surprises. The gorillas were curious and playful, and the snake showed it had a good sense of humor. Even in a zoo, we can find moments that make us laugh and feel wonder. This video reminded us that our world is full of exciting and incredible things, even when we least expect them. Mysterious egret. In the bright daytime, something very strange happened in the peaceful park. There was a beautiful egret like a snowy angel standing all alone. But this egret was different, and that's what made this scene so weird. It had a hole in its neck like a hollow tunnel, and this didn't make any sense at all. As the egret moved gracefully, the hole in its neck was like a secret passage to a mysterious world where nature's rules had gone all wrong. At first, it looked like the egret was trying to catch and eat a snake. Its long neck was elegantly curved as it focused on the snake. But here's where it got really eerie.
You just pulled that out of its neck.
Every time the egret tried to swallow the snake didn't stay inside. It kept coming out of the hole in the egret's neck. It was like a creepy dance, as if nature itself was playing a spooky game.
What's happening?
The egret, which should have been a symbol of innocence and beauty, now looked haunting. Its eyes revealed the pain it was going through. Nobody knew what had caused this strange hole in its neck, and no one could understand how much the egret was suffering. People in the park watched in amazement, their voices hushed.
This thing just pulled that out of its neck. What's happening?
It was as if they stumbled upon a secret they couldn't explain. The truth behind this mysterious egret remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve. The egret became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that there are mysteries in nature that go beyond our understanding. Its story would be told and retold in the park, a legend of the unexplainable. Mysterious fox and cat. In the daytime, something strange happened, and a camera was there to capture it. There was a cat all black and sleek, and a fox bright red like a flame. They were in a garden, and it seemed like they were in a mysterious showdown. At first, the cat was scared of the fox. The cat moved away slowly, stepping back. But the fox was very determined, like it had its own secret plan. The garden seemed to hold its breath, waiting for something to happen. And then, out of nowhere, the black cat made a run for it. It was like a ghost in the night, running so fast, leaving everyone puzzled. The fox, like a fiery shadow, chased after the cat, but it couldn't catch up. There was another fox, like a twin, making things even more puzzling. This mysterious event left everyone baffled. It was like a puzzle with missing pieces, and people couldn't stop thinking about it. Nature can be so full of secrets and surprises, just like this strange encounter in the garden. It was a reminder that there's always something mysterious waiting to be uncovered, even in the light of day. Skinwalker Mystery. The video shows a strange, mysterious, and unsettling encounter that happened at night in the grass. The person's attention is swiftly drawn to a strange pale creature in the video, which then charges toward the car.
Right there, what is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's a...
Viewers were perplexed about its true identity after it flicked and took on an unusual appearance, leaving them to believe it was a giant deer. In the video, a theory suggests it might be a skinwalker. Legends from the Navajo people describe creatures called skinwalkers, who can change their shape and have evil intentions toward people. According to Navajo legend, a skinwalker can transform into any animal and frequently perform dark magic. Some people think skinwalkers are real and commit evil deeds, even though many regard the idea as superstition. The Navajo people have stories about skinwalkers that have been passed down through the generations, and some people think that just talking about them will bring misfortune or indicate that they're there. The video also raises the question of whether the person who recorded it on their dashcam saw a skinwalker, or if there are other possible explanations for the weird-looking creature.
Right there, what is that? Is that a buck? What is that? Dude, that's a...
It heightens the controversy and mystique surrounding these sightings and the folklore associated with them. Eerie nighttime creature unveiled. In the dark of night, a camera saw something truly terrifying. It was a creature like a nightmare come to life. Its eyes glowed eerily like evil stars in the black night. As the night grew darker, a wicked, ghostly figure appeared. It was a scary thing with eyes that blazed like fiery embers from a cursed fire. It came out of the shadows like a spooky dance, and the camera captured this scary transformation. It looked like a web made of fear. This mysterious and horrible creature gave off a very old and bad feeling, making anyone who saw it really scared. It was like something that didn't belong in our world, a creature that was scarier than anything we could understand. On this cold night, nothing this horrifying had ever been seen before. It seemed to crawl out of the dark, and its evil purpose was hidden in its shadowy shape. It was a total mystery that left everyone who saw it feeling really afraid, like something very bad was about to happen. As the darkness took away the truth about what this thing was, the world shook with fear. Nobody could know what kind of evil was hiding in that terrible place, or what terrible plan this creature had for the world of the living. The camera had seen something no one should ever see, a glimpse into the darkest and most terrifying place. And the question remained, a mystery without an answer in the dark. Mysterious forest insect dance. Deep in the forest where the sun peeked through the leaves, a camera saw something strange. It was daytime and a group of insects circled a single stone. They moved in a never-ending loop, like a secret dance of nature. Each insect followed the one in front, almost like they had a special rhythm only they understood. It was like an invisible magic guiding them, a secret of the forest. Everyone watching, humans and animals, couldn't figure out why they did this. It was a mystery, just like the warm forest breeze. People wondered what was the reason behind this mysterious performance. Some thought it might be an old ceremony, a way of honoring forgotten gods. Others imagined it as a tiny GPS system, nature's incredible precision on display. But no one could know for sure why they kept circling the stone. Some even thought these insects were messengers from another world, sending a cosmic message through their mysterious dance. A few believed they might be time travelers, repeating their loop throughout history. Whispers of ancient curses and magical stones filled the forest as people pondered the endless puzzle. The insects' dance continued. It was a never-ending enchanting show deep in the woods. The camera captured this timeless mystery, leaving everyone who saw it full of wonder and respect for the hidden secrets of the natural world. Frozen Ohio Bigfoot Mystery. In a faraway, lonely forest deep within Ohio, something strange happened. This place was far from where people usually go. It was all about nature and nothing else. In this quiet, snowy world, a very surprising thing was caught on a special camera. The people who owned this camera wanted to find out who roamed in the dark, cold night. They wanted to discover what animals lived there, but what they found left everyone puzzled. The camera took a picture of something in the shadows, something that some people say is Bigfoot, a legendary creature. This strange figure was all black, and it looked eerie in the winter's frosty air. The camera was far away, so it couldn't show the details of its face. Some people drawn to the remote place strongly believe that this picture is real. It fits the story of Bigfoot, a mysterious creature said to live in the wild, secret parts of the world. But not everyone agrees. Some says it's a trick, a fake. They think someone might have played a prank. These doubts split people's opinions like two different stories. The truth is still hidden deep in the woods. No one knows for sure what's in that mysterious photo. It's a puzzle that keeps us wondering. For now, the woods of Ohio keep this secret in their silent heart, and we can only imagine what's behind this strange picture. Mysterious encounter with Bigfoot. One eerie evening in northern Minnesota, something mysterious happened. A video appeared and it was quite unsettling.
Oh my god. Did you see that?
In the video, a dark and shadowy figure emerged from the ancient forest. This figure was known to many as Bigfoot, a creature of legend. The people in a nearby house were spooked by what they saw.
No way. What the
Their once calm hearts now raced with fear. They couldn't resist the strange pull of curiosity, which led them to come out towards this enigmatic presence. Maybe it was their primal instinct urging them to confront the mystery. Even their loyal dog sensed something unusual. It ran into the forest barking loudly as if challenging the creature. But the forest held secrets that were beyond the dog's understanding. It didn't take long for the dog to rush back to the safety of the house, clearly frightened by whatever it had encountered. The purpose of this elusive creature, Bigfoot, remained a puzzle. Was it a bearer of unknown horrors or a guardian of hidden forest mysteries? The truth was hidden away deep within the wilderness, leaving everyone in the dark.
Oh my god.
As the video came to an end, a chill ran down the spines of those who had watched this mysterious encounter. The presence of the black Bigfoot left an unforgettable mark on those who had seen it. In the depths of northern Minnesota, an unsolved mystery persisted, haunting the thoughts and hearts of those who dared to peer into the unknown. Biggest snake. Deep in a strange forest, a video showed something eerie. It gave everyone a creepy feeling. It was a massive snake, held up by a big machine called a crane. The snake looked like it didn't belong to our world. It was super long and its body was incredibly wide. Anyone who saw it got scared. People had so many questions. How did this enormous snake end up in the middle of the mysterious forest? Were these other animals in the forest, and were they terrified of this gigantic snake? The more they thought about it, the more questions they had. The forest seemed to hold secrets, as if it had stories to tell. People wondered if the snake was a protector of this strange place, or if it was trapped by something unknown. The air was heavy with fear, and the only sounds were the occasional noises from the crane. As the video went on, the snake's future stayed hidden in the shadows of mystery. What would happen to this colossal snake in the heart of the puzzling forest? People who watched were left with a mix of wonder and worry, trapped in a riddle that wouldn't give up its answers. It was a truly mysterious scene, one that would stay in people's minds long after they saw it. Mysterious woods, unknown creature. In a forest during the day, a strange video showed something scary. It made people very scared. 2 kids were playing there and they didn't know someone was following them. Their dad yelled for them to run away from the scary thing.
Get up here! Get away from him!
The video was not clear, as it was taken from far away. Nobody knew what the thing was or why it was there. It's a big mystery. The creature was hard to see in the video. It was like a shadow with no clear shape. People wondered if it was a ghost of the forest, or if it knew ancient secrets, or if it brought darkness. But nobody could be sure. As the video played, people had so many questions. What did the creature want? Was it good or bad? It felt like the forest and the creature were connected in a strange way, like they were meant to be together.
Come on, guys! You okay?
The mystery never got solved. The kids in the video were forever scared by what they saw that day. In the heart of the forest, where reality mixes with mysteries, the truth about the creature and its purpose stays hidden under time and shadows, a story that will always be a secret. Mysterious moose in city. On a bright day, something very strange happened in the middle of a big city. 2 huge moose, those giant animals from the wild, began to fight right in the heart of the city. This was not something people saw often, and it left everyone amazed. While cars sat still and houses looked on, the 2 moose were completely unaware of their surroundings.
Get back. Up here would be good.
They were locked in a weird battle, using their antlers to tussle. It was like they didn't even notice they were in a city. The noise of their struggle echoed through the streets and startled everyone who saw it. What's even more mysterious is that those 2 powerful creatures didn't care about the people watching. The people in the city were used to a different kind of life, and they couldn't believe their eyes. They stood there, frozen in amazement, as this strange and wild drama played out. The battle went on for a while, like a clash between nature and the city. But then, in a surprising and puzzling twist, one of the moose suddenly stopped fighting. It dashed away, disappearing into the maze of the city. The other moose just stood there, watching the first one run off. This bizarre scene frightened a little dog in the city. The dog barked and ran away, scared of the strange moose fight. Even the people who lived in the city were puzzled and afraid. They had no idea how these moose ended up in their city in the first place. The mystery of the moose's unexpected visit to the city left everyone scratching their heads. No one could explain why or how these wild creatures had entered the city, but it was a strange and unforgettable moment, a reminder that even in the most ordinary places, the wild and unknown could suddenly appear, leaving a lasting impression on those who witnessed it. Mystical moose encounter. In the snowy wilderness of Alaska, something strange happened. A man whose name we don't know went into an old shed one day. He was looking for something inside when he closed the creaky door behind him. The world got very quiet. All that could be heard was the soft sound of snowflakes falling, like nature's secrets whispered in the air. But then something eerie appeared. A huge moose, like a giant from a story, emerged from the snow. The moose moved gracefully, its big black eyes filled with mystery. The man felt very scared and hid in the shadows of the shed. It was as if the ancient spirits of the land had given him a warning. The moose just stood there, like a guardian to some hidden place. It felt like it wanted the man to come out and face something, but he was too scared to move. Time seemed to stand still with the sun watching silently. The moose's purpose remained a puzzle. Was it protecting a secret, or was it a message from the wild? Then, like a ghost, the moose turned and went back into the snowy wilderness. The man still hidden in the shed felt a huge sense of relief as the world came alive again. The snowflakes danced in the air, and the secrets of the shed stayed hidden. The moose vanished into the vast unknown. What was the moose trying to tell him? It was a question that would stay with him, a mystery that would always be part of the Alaskan wilderness. Thank you for coming along on this spooky adventure with us. Subscribe to our channel if you want more spine-chilling stories and hair-raising encounters. We're always going into the deepest recesses to bring you the most intriguing and terrifying video ever captured on camera. And remember to set that notification bell to ensure you get all the updates on our fascinating adventures.
Go! No! Run!
Prepare to embark on a spine-tingling journey through the hidden world of trail camera captures. From the ancient relics of dinosaurs to spine-chilling encounters with the mysterious cryptid dogman, and even a jaw-dropping showdown between a goat and a kangaroo. These 100 incredible moments will keep you on the edge of your seat. Get ready to explore the eerie and unexplained, all caught on camera for your bewilderment and amazement. Enlightened creature. In a mysterious place in Peru, a camera saw something very strange. It was a super bright light in a garden, so dazzling that no one could figure out what it was. A man who lived nearby noticed this strange light and got curious. He took a flashlight and went to the garden to check it out. When he got there, he saw something that looked like a human but was very strange. It scared him a little, but he took his phone and quickly took 2 pictures of it. But before he could understand what was happening, the strange creature disappeared. People in the town started talking about it. They wondered what that creature was and where it had come from. The pictures taken by the camera didn't reveal much, adding to the mystery. Then things got even stranger. The camera captured images of black helicopters flying around. People whispered that these helicopters were doing secret government stuff, maybe even hunting for mysterious creatures. The truth behind all this remained hidden, a puzzle that no one could solve. The once peaceful garden had become a place of mysteries, and the pictures held the secrets. This strange tale would be talked about for a long time, leaving everyone with more questions than answers. Spooky entity. In a dimly lit child's room, something truly unsettling unfolded before the camera's watchful gaze. The room itself seemed like a black hole, swallowing all traces of light and leaving behind a sense of eerie unease. At the heart of this sinister setting stood a crib. Perched atop it was a mere 2-year-old child. What held the viewer's eyes and sent chills racing down their spine was the dreadful wailing coming from the child. It was the typical cry of a distressed toddler, but a sound that seemed to carry a burden of unearthly sorrow. The child's eyes, which should have been innocent and bright, glowed with an eerie light, casting an unnatural pallor across the room. For an excruciating 22 seconds, the child clung to the crib's edge, defying gravity, before tumbling onto the mattress below. It was a chilling descent that defied any rational explanation. How had such a tiny child managed to reach such perilous heights? What sinister force had driven this unsettling display? The terror did not stop there. When questions were posed to the child's parents, a disturbing truth emerged. This was not some staged performance. It was a disturbing reality they had witnessed before. The room seemed to bear witness to inexplicable horrors, and an aura of fear seemed to envelop the crib. In the realm of the unexplained, this account of a toddler's eerie ascent and mournful cries remained an unsolved mystery, a ghostly presence that would linger in the mind long after the camera had ceased recording. Goat versus kangaroo. Deep within a lonely, desert-like forest, a camera captured something truly strange, an unexpected showdown between 2 big beasts of the wild. This wasn't your everyday encounter.
It was like a secret dance in the wilds, full of mystery. On one side, there stood a hefty male kangaroo, a symbol of untamed strength, relying on its bulging, muscular legs. On the other side, a tough male goat, with its twisty horns, stood firm, showing no intention to back down. The whole scene was a puzzle. We couldn't fathom why they fought, but their determination was crystal clear. The kangaroo, big and imposing, had a moment of hesitation in the goat's presence. The goat with quivering legs didn't seem to give in to fear, even though it faced a much larger foe. But this goat was no pushover. It raised its tail high and faced the kangaroo head-on, matching every powerful blow with unyielding resolve. Their struggle was intense, and it felt like time itself was holding its breath, watching this strange duel. As the fight raged on, something unexpected happened. The kangaroo, maybe tired of the relentless brawl, wanted to leave. Yet the goat, caught up in some strange determination, kept chasing the kangaroo, turning the whole thing into a surreal spectacle that left us puzzled and fascinated. In that odd, desert-like forest, we witnessed a mysterious battle where bravery, strength, and an unknown motive clashed. More questions than answers were left in our minds, and a haunting image of this enigmatic duel stayed with us. Bizarre alien encounter. On a dark night, a camera recorded something truly unsettling in an abandoned grocery store, creating an eerie and mysterious scene. The camera focused on a terrifying figure, a bizarre mix of something not quite human and not quite a ghost. Just looking at it sent shivers down your spine. It continually banged its head against the refrigerator filled with drinks, creating a horrifying noise that echoed through the empty store. The grocery store seemed like it had been abandoned for ages, as if even nature itself wanted to stay far away from whatever malevolent force was at play. Strangely, the creature hidden in the shadows of the night somehow sensed the camera's presence. It moved closer with an unnatural, disjointed gait, its legs twisted in a scary manner. What made it even more chilling was the eerie glow emanating from its mouth and eyes, casting a sinister light on the scene. How it became aware of the camera's presence remained a mystery. The air grew heavy with fear, a feeling of impending doom that was almost tangible. In this terrifying moment, the creature's purpose remained unknown, a dark secret concealed in the shadows. The camera's recording left everyone who watched it with a lasting sense of dread, haunted by unanswered questions that may never be resolved. Mysterious cat with two faces. In our everyday world, there's something truly unusual, something that breaks the rules of normal life. Have you ever seen a cat with two faces and three eyes? A creature so captivating it seems to exist on the edge of what's real. Once a camera captured this astonishing sight, etching it into memory like a haunting tune. This extraordinary being was found resting in the heart of a home, lounging on a familiar sofa, hinting at being the beloved pet of the household. Its fur, a captivating blend of black and white, painted a picture of duality that went deeper than just its colors. But it wasn't the contrasting shades that held your attention. It was the fact that it had two faces, like a symphony of opposites, and a third eye shining mysteriously between them. This trio of features defied all logic, challenging the very rules of biology. Its gaze, a powerful and inscrutable trifecta, seemed to peer into hidden worlds, leaving an indelible mark of otherworldliness. This cat, this puzzle wrapped in fur, felt like an envoy from realms far beyond our grasp. In a world often confined by ordinary routines, such a remarkable oddity reminds us to question what we know and to embrace the inexplicable. It shows us the astonishing diversity that exists in our society, a reminder that the unusual can find its place even in the most familiar corners of our world. Creatures like this defy the usual, whispering that mysteries are all around us, even in the everyday. Bizarre monster. In the dark of night, a spooky camera caught a bunch of campers. They were having a good time, laughing and watching movies by a flickering fire in the woods. But they didn't know something creepy was nearby. Suddenly, a weird, bone-chilling sound filled the air.
It scared them big time. They grabbed their weak torchlights, trying to find where that scary noise came from. They searched all around, but there was nothing but silence in the forest. Still feeling scared, they pushed on, step by scary step. And then, out of nowhere, a freaky creature showed up. It was like a messed up human with 6 legs, moving all weirdly and making strange sounds. Seeing this nightmare creature, they freaked out. They ran for their lives, leaving everything behind. They didn't know where that monster came from or what it wanted, but it was super scary. That night would haunt them forever. It was a night when reality turned into a terrifying nightmare in the deep, dark woods. Creepy creature. The camera captured a chilling tableau, a red Indian famous scorpion. Within the eerie frame, 2 ominous scorpions skittered across weathered brick, many legs casting sinister shadows. These creatures, with an abundance of limbs, resembled miniature lobsters, bearing sharp pincers and a sinuous, segmented tail that arched menacingly over their backs. This tail held in an enigmatic air, its purpose shrouded in mystery. Despite their minuscule size, these arachnids boasted between 6 to 12 eyes, an unsettling oddity. They are thought to be the most deadly creatures found so far. One of the creatures, cloaked in shadows, stealthily slinked beneath the cold, unforgiving surface of the brick. It was as though they sought something, driven by a primal hunger. A palpable danger emanated from these creatures, for they were known as the most venomous of insects, their lethal stingers poised for action. Their purpose in this dark, foreboding realm remained an enigma, a riddle cloaked in minds. Ghostly forest creature. Deep within the dark woods, beneath the eerie moonlight, a scary scene unfolded. 2 men visiting the forest found themselves in a strange and unsettling situation. It all began innocently enough, but a sudden feeling of dread gripped their hearts, making every step feel heavy with fear. As they ventured deeper into the woods, their flashlights cut through the thick darkness, revealing only more mystery. Their voices, once confident, now quivered with anxiety. And then, out of nowhere, it appeared, a horrifying creature, something not of this world. Fear surged through them as the creature emitted terrifying screams. Panic took hold, and they fled for their lives, leaving behind a world that had turned into a nightmare.
Go! No! Run!
The pursuit of the grotesque creature continued, a relentless terror that refused to let them go. This was a nightmarish encounter, leaving all who witnessed it in a state of profound fear. No one could explain what that creature was or why it lurked in the woods. It was a chilling mystery that would haunt their memories, forever etched in the darkest corners of their minds.
The fuck?
Forest cryptic terror. Deep within the eerie woods, a camera captured a terrifying figure. It revealed a creature that could haunt even the bravest hearts. The creature's appearance was grotesque and perplexing, like a twisted blend of a gorilla and a deformed human. Its features were monstrous, as though it had sprung from the darkest corners of our worst dreams. Its body, shrouded in blackness, seemed to be a product of the very night. Only the faint glow of the camera's flashlight dared to unveil this malevolent presence. Its eyes emitted an otherworldly, chilling glare that sent shivers down the spines of those who beheld it. Its movements were eerie and unnatural, each step sending tremors through anyone who witnessed the horrifying spectacle. Whispers in the forest told conflicting tales. Some believed it to be a guardian of the woods, an ancient entity watching over its domain. Others, however, dared to speak the unthinkable. If it was a nameless nightmarish being, a terror beyond reason or purpose. In the heart of that forsaken wood, the camera had captured a terror beyond imagination, an enigma that would forever haunt those curious enough to seek the truth. The sinister secret of the woods remained buried, hidden in the darkness. A horror that defied explanation and struck fear into the hearts of all who glimpsed its ghastly form.
Cryptid UFO sighting. As the sun set, casting long shadows over the city, something weird happened in the darkening sky. A man on his balcony noticed it and couldn't believe his eyes. There, in the twilight, a strange figure appeared, a mix of pink and purple, almost like a scary ghost.
Oh my gosh! Look at it, it's behind the tree, what is that?
It wasn't an ordinary drone, and it moved in a way that didn't make sense. It felt like it came from another world. The video of this bizarre sight went viral online, and everyone had their theories. Some said it was a UFO, something from outer space. But that's not where the weirdness ended. 2 more of these pink and purple things showed up in the sky, flying alongside the first one. Then one of them just fell from the sky and disappeared, while the other stayed like it was keeping watch. The presence of these strange things got everyone talking and feeling a bit scared. Nobody could figure out what they were, and it left a spooky feeling in the air as something beyond our understanding had come to visit. Cryptic Dogman. In a pitch-black setting, a camera captured a truly frightening scene. It was a place hidden in darkness, where shadows consumed everything in their path. In this void, the camera revealed something spine-chilling, a strange creature that looked like a terrifying mix of a man and a dog, a massive dogman. This unsettling presence, akin to a ghostly figure, stayed concealed in the shadows, making the eerie atmosphere even more intense. If you look closely, it seems just like a huge dogman. Whispers spread among the witnesses because no one had ever seen such an unholy sight in this desolate location. Fear draped over the land as people grappled with understanding what they had witnessed. The creature remained hidden, heightening the sense of dread. No one dared to ponder the true identity or purpose of this otherworldly intruder in this forsaken part of the world. It was a sinister mystery, a puzzling enigma that left people trembling with fear. The image continued to haunt their thoughts, a symbol of the unknown terrors that might dwell in the darkest corners of existence, forever etched in their memories. Camera captures terror. In the depths of the darkest night, where shadows dance and the veil between realms grow thin, a camera captures something genuinely unsettling. Imagine the scene, total darkness, like a canvas for fear to paint its terrifying picture. There, in the stillness of obscurity, a tale of terror unfolded. The camera's unblinking eye recorded a scene that would chill the most resolute of souls. A weird figure appeared in front of the camera. It looked kind of human, but its movements were all wrong, like a puppet controlled by a wicked puppeteer. This figure had a nightmarish face with empty eyes and a mouth that whispered creepy things in a language nobody understood. But the worst part was yet to come. In a nightmarish climax, the creature tumbled down the stairs in a chaotic, bone-chilling fall. It made horrifying cracking sounds and screamed in a way that felt like it was tearing apart reality itself. Where did this horrifying thing come from, and what brought it into that house? Nobody knew the answers. The video left everyone who saw it in total shock. It's a chilling reminder that in the dead of night, when the world sleeps and darkness reigns, unimaginable horrors may lurk just beyond what we can see. Night in woods. In the dark woods at night, something strange happened. A camera struggling to capture even a bit of moonlight showed us a mysterious scene. In the blackness of the forest, 2 deer were there, but they weren't just ordinary deer. A mother deer with wise and glowing eyes was with her young one. They quietly nibbled on something hidden in the bushes. The only sound was their gentle munching and the soft crunching of leaves. Then, out of nowhere, a 3rd deer appeared. It didn't come for food alone. There was something more to it. The mother deer sensed this and silently challenged the newcomer. It was like the whole forest held its breath, waiting and watching what would happen. Suddenly, a strange fear gripped the 3rd deer, a fear that seemed from another world. It sprinted away in the night, leaving behind unanswered questions.
Once the strange deer was gone, the first two continued to eat mysteriously. Their reasons remained hidden, lost in the dark forest. The night's darkness made this mysterious moment even more puzzling, a puzzle that would linger in the minds of those who saw it, haunting their dreams. Sky Mystery.
Oh my God!
The footage of this spectral apparition left all who witnessed it in a state of awe and curiosity, reminder that the mysteries of the universe are boundless and that the cosmos still holds secrets that lose our understanding. One eerie night on the shores of Virginia Beach, a woman captured something that defied all explanation. A celestial anomaly beyond the realms of planes, drones, or stars manifested in the heavens. It was a paranormal enigma, a cosmic enigma that set the night sky ablaze. This mysterious entity danced across the firmament, an ethereal ballet of light and shadow. It left in its wake an eerie oval array of radiant luminescence, accompanied by an ethereal trail of wispy smoke that hung in the night air like a phantom's breath. This was no ordinary UFO. It was an otherworldly visitor, a celestial wanderer from the unknown reaches of the cosmos. Its movements were swift and erratic, defying the laws of earthly physics. The brilliance it emitted was so intense that even from the farthest reaches of the horizon, its light reached out to touch the earth, bathing the surroundings in an otherworldly glow. As the enigmatic being traversed the heavens, the onlookers below could only gaze in wonder and trepidation. It was as though a glimpse into a different dimension had been granted, a reality beyond our comprehension. Terrifying creature. In the darkest, scariest corners of the world, where shadows and the night's eerie feelings come together, there's a place filled with terror that not many talk about. Have you ever looked into the abyss, the deep, dark unknown, and felt a cold fear creeping up your back? These are stories told in hushed voices by the firelight, tales not meant for the faint-hearted. We've all heard about legends, those whispered stories of creatures that go against the rules of nature. But for most of us, these horrors stay far away, hidden by our disbelief. However, there's some brave souls among us who ventured into the unknown, forever changed by what they found. It was just an ordinary evening, or so it seemed, as a man cautiously explored the dimly lit hallways of an old, forgotten house. The air felt heavy with dread, and the walls seemed to press in as if the house itself rejected any intruders. Slowly, he went down a squeaky, decaying staircase. Then, in a moment of vulnerability, it happened. From the darkness of a long-forgotten room, a presence emerged, strange and deeply unsettling. Its movements defied the laws of nature, a creepy dance that sent chills into the man's soul. This creature, if you could call it that, had a face so terrifying that it carved nightmares into anyone who looked at it. Its face was twisted and distorted, like a grotesque imitation of a human. Its merciless eyes stared into the man's very soul, and a wicked grin twisted its unnatural lips. No one could understand how this abomination came to be or what sinister purpose it held. But one thing was clear. Those who saw this monstrous vision would forever be trapped in their own terror. The camera, a neutral recorder of reality, had frozen a horrifying moment in time, a moment that would haunt the world forever. In the face of such unspeakable horror, one truth remained. The darkness hides more than we can imagine, and the creatures that live there are not to be underestimated. Nightmare creature. In a room, a camera recorded something genuinely terrifying that sent the shivers down the spine. The wardrobe's door kept hitting its frame like a scary heartbeat, getting faster and scarier. Each thud reverberated through the air, and with each blow, fear intensified. Then, with the creepy swing, the door flew open like it was pulled by something evil. The camera showed a horrifying thing, a creature that seemed to come from a nightmare. It was all in the shadow, with sharp cuts on its body and red liquid dripping like a scary river. It made the scene even more scary. It looked like a ghost, not from our world. It made terrible, chilling screams. This monster, this living nightmare, was beyond understanding. Its screams were horrible, and it was haunting everyone around. In the flickering light, it stood there, a scary guardian of darkness. We had no idea why it was there or where it came from. The mystery of this horrifying encounter would haunt anyone who saw it. In that room, the camera captured something unbelievably scary, something that went beyond what we know and deep into the realm of the unimaginable. It was a sight that would stay with us forever, a journey into the darkest depths of fear. Squirrel's cleverness. Once there was a trail camera that captured a cryptic encounter between two wild creatures. Let's begin with the hawk, driven by an insatiable desire to hunt and feast upon the squirrel, displayed an astonishing frenzy. Their battle was a bizarre spectacle as the squirrel desperately tried to evade the relentless pursuit of the crazed hawk. The squirrel's agility and cunning were remarkable as it skillfully concealed itself behind a tree trunk. What made this encounter all the more mysterious was the squirrel's ability to outsmart the hawk in a truly spectacular fashion. In the world of nature, it's common to witness smaller animals falling prey to larger predators. But this tiny creature defied the odds through its cleverness and sharp instincts. It managed to escape the clutches of the hawk, showcasing the extraordinary survival skills hidden within the depths of the animal kingdom. This eerie and cunning encounter reminds us that intelligence can be the ultimate weapon against even the fiercest of foes, allowing the smallest of beings to triumph over the most relentless of hunters. Forest nightmares. Deep within a spooky forest at night, an innocent journey turned into a frightful nightmare. The darkness wrapped everything like a heavy blanket, hiding terrifying secrets beneath its black cover. In this creepy darkness, a lonely camera struggled to capture the scary essence of the place. It saw things that would give even the bravest person nightmares. Twisted trees with branches like bony fingers clawed at the night sky as if trying to escape their cursed fate. Then it happened. A sound so strange and spine-chilling that it seemed to come from the very soul of the forest. The air itself quivered in fear. Whoever had dared to explore this forsaken place was now frozen in terror. Shaking hands, he reached for a flashlight to break through the oppressive darkness. Its feeble light danced around, revealing gnarled roots and creepy shadows that seemed to move with evil intent. And there, in that eerie glow, the horror revealed itself. A monstrous figure, not quite human but not quite beast, perched among the ghostly trees. Its shape was twisted and nightmarish, like something from a terrible dream. Its eyes, dark as coal, glinted with malice as it let out a dreadful cry, a sound that sent shivers down the spine and hinted at unspeakable horrors. The terrified witness, unable to comprehend the nightmare before them, fled for their life. The forest, once a place of curiosity, had turned into a maze of terrifying visions. As they stumbled through the underbrush, the creature's haunting wails echoed through the trees, a chilling reminder of the unknown terrors lurking in the forest. Even now, the story lives on as a whispered legend of the mysterious and dreadful creature that hides in the impenetrable darkness of the woods. What was that horrifying thing? What sinister purpose did it serve in the heart of the shadows? The answers remain concealed, forever hidden by the eerie charm of the forest at night. Mysterious existence of alien. Deep in the mysterious unknown, where reality and speculation blend, there's a whispered secret that's puzzled us for ages. Do aliens exist? It's a question that's been with us for generations, and as time goes on, it seems like we're no closer to solving the puzzle of extraterrestrial life. One night, as everyone looked up to the sky, something bizarre unfolded. A video emerged, captured in the dark of night, and it sent shivers down spines. The camera, a mere observer of the unexplainable, caught something astonishing. A UFO. This flying object, clearly not of earthly origin, glided silently through the skies like a ghostly visitor from the cosmos. This strange sight, undeniably real but profoundly puzzling, left everyone in awe. Who or what was inside this otherworldly craft? Was it a sign from the great unknown, a message from distant stars, or just a trick of light and shadows? The answers remained hidden, concealed within the mysteries of the universe. So a meeting was called at the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, known as ARROW, where experts gathered to decipher this cosmic enigma. Their mission: to uncover the truth about these celestial guests, to reveal what lay behind the veil of secrecy. Days turned into weeks as investigators combed through human knowledge in search of answers. Yet, despite their tireless efforts, the truth remained just out of reach. No concrete proof of these visitors' existence emerged from the shadows. The UFO, like a phantom, continued to defy understanding, leaving us to wonder if it was a glimpse into a world beyond our grasp, or simply a mirage in the vast unknown. As uncertainty blankets us, the question remains: do you believe in aliens? The answer, wrapped in mystery, is a personal choice. The universe's secrets are as endless as the cosmos itself, a vast maze of enigmas waiting to be unraveled. Dinosaur skeleton. In the province of Yunnan, China, during road and site construction, an eerie discovery unfolded before the camera's lens. It revealed a skeletal figure of utmost strangeness. Upon thorough investigation, the Department of Paleontology made an astonishing claim. This was the fossilized remains of a dinosaur from the Jurassic era, a staggering 180 million years in the past. What made it even more bizarre was that this ancient relic appeared remarkably well preserved. Maintaining its form throughout the eons, its hind legs, an eerie relic of prehistory, stood starkly intact, defying the ravages of time. This wondrous specimen stretched an astonishing length of 9 meters, a testament to a world long gone by. As days passed, the mystery deepened. Another dinosaur skeleton, a distant cousin perhaps, was unearthed and rescued nearly 500 meters away from the first discovery.
The fossils were discovered in Yunnan's Lufeng County last month by road maintenance workers.
The aura of enigma and awe hung heavy in the air as nature's secrets revealed themselves, and the annals of history became vividly apparent. People across the land were left astounded by this uncanny revelation, for it was a glimpse into an ancient past that defied decay and brought the majesty of nature and the mysteries of history closer to the present moment. It is an awe-inspiring spectacle that forever etched itself into the hearts and minds of those fortunate enough to witness this marvel of time's strange and eerie persistence. Eerie Wolverine Encounter. In the heart of the forest, beneath the blazing sun, a trail camera bore witness to an unsettling spectacle. The footage it captured unveiled a creature shrouded in mystery, one that bore the ferocity of nature itself. The interior of its mouth held secrets, and we could only speculate about its true identity. Some whispered that it might have been a fearsome fisher, or perhaps a relentless wolverine driven by an insatiable hunger. Its mouth revealed teeth that were round and pointed, like cruel instruments of nature's design. The creature's jaws were sinewy and slender, a stark contrast to the madness that seemed to consume it. With a frenzied determination, it savagely attacked the trail camera as if driven by an unholy hunger, or a profound rage at the intrusion of technology in its wilderness realm. The forest, once serene, had now unveiled a sinister enigma, leaving us to wonder what other mysteries it held, lurking in the shadows waiting to be discovered. Mysterious figure. The trail camera recorded a mysterious creature in the midst of a dark forest, revealing a cryptic, bizarre creature wearing a camouflage kind of clothing. It was looking scary, as it was not an average human being wearing such clothing. Such kind of clothing is used by hunters to hide themselves, but this thing caught on camera was bizarre, as it was not known what the figure was doing there. A sinister appearance with a long hairy dress like camouflage clothing was creating terror there and making it more curious, as no human being can dare to go there at such a dangerous place. Maybe it was a paranormal creature wandering there and caught on camera, but still, It's a mystery which needs to be resolved. Such a mysterious creature was not seen yet, and it's curious to have caught such a rare sighting which terrified everyone. Mysterious UFO in sky. One extraordinary night, something amazing happened that left everyone amazed. Have you heard of UFOs? Those mysterious unidentified flying objects that have fascinated people for a long time? Well, on this spooky night, they were real. There was a camera set up to take pictures of the night sky, just like people do every night. But this time, it saw something strange. 3 small lights, which at first looked like stars, were hanging in the dark sky. But then something weird happened. They started moving. These mysterious things moved gracefully and silently, not like anything we've seen before. They didn't follow the rules of gravity. They glided through the sky as if they were weightless. People who saw this couldn't stop talking about it. Some thought these were visitors from far-off planets, UFOs from places we don't even know about coming to visit our part of space.
Against the night sky, those 3 little dots there, look at them. They're moving in concert.
Others weren't so sure and had different ideas. But in the midst of all the excitement about these 3 strange objects, something even stranger happened. A 4th one appeared, just like the others, but it moved incredibly fast. It shot across the sky like a flash and made people doubt what they were seeing. These objects were so mysterious that nobody could figure them out. What were they? Where did they come from? And why were they here in our night sky? These questions puzzled everyone who saw them. That night, the world got a glimpse of things we don't understand. A mysterious dance of unidentified flying objects and a riddle we couldn't solve. The night kept its secrets, and all we could do was wonder about the strange things we saw in the dark sky.
They tried to chase it down. They could not chase it down. And this was rolled out today.
A macaque? In a quiet corner of rural Tennessee, a trail camera unveiled a peculiar secret of the wild. The camera, usually accustomed to capturing native wildlife, unexpectedly documented the presence of a macaque, a species typically confined to the depths of untamed forests. This astonishing sighting raised an alarm, for macaques are known to dwell exclusively in secluded woods. The enigma deepened as the camera revealed the macaque's inexplicable presence, leaving us baffled about its intentions and origin. The footage portrays the macaque's eerie presence as it roams the tranquil rural landscape. The serene forest, once untouched by such outsiders, now seemed haunted by this mysterious interloper, who appeared to have a purpose unbeknownst to us. The lingering question remains, from where did this solitary macaque emerge? And are there more of its kind lurking in the shadows, concealed by the dense foliage? The answer eludes us, shrouding the peculiar encounter in a veil of mystery. Skeletal remains. In the depths of a dark, hidden forest in the shallow lake water, a camera, forgotten by time, uncovered a spine-tingling secret. The camera's lens captured a mystifying video, revealing the haunting presence of a creature from a bygone era. In the eerie footage, there lay the skeletal remains of an enigmatic being, its bones like whispers from the past. Was it a dinosaur, a colossal ancient creature, or something beyond our wildest nightmares, a creature of the supernatural? What sent shivers down spines was the creature's watery resting place, a murky abyss where secrets are meant to sleep. How did it find its way into the depths? And why did it linger there, untouched by time's relentless march? The questions swirled like mists in the night, leaving us with nothing but a chilling enigma, a riddle unsolved, a mystery for the ages, leaving us to ponder the unknown. For there, in that cryptic recording, lay a story that defied explanation. Huge ape-like creature. In the heart of Greenwood, a camera unveiled a cryptic enigma of a threatening creature. This eerie lens captured a colossal creature looking like a forgotten nightmare. From behind, it stood, its head a twisted cone of dread, casting an unsettling aura. It might be a gorilla, but it was actually not. The curiosity and bizarre nature of the picture held were spectacular, as watching such a cryptic sight can be scary for the people around. Its limbs, gnarled and massive, stretched out, gripping the land with bony fingers. The creature's hue, a sickly blend of unearthly brown, masked its form in a shroud of otherworldly mystery. A forest of coarse hairs sprouted from its monstrous frame, looking like a gorilla. No companion dared draw near, meaning there was no other animal near this creature. Yet in the annals of knowledge, its origin remains entwined in riddles. Is it a specter from realms beyond, or the creation of nature's most arcane whims? Still unknown. A hog or a Bigfoot? The camera captured an eerie sight, a mysterious Bigfoot-like creature that left everyone in awe. The enigmatic image revealed a massive, thickly haired and disheveled body, a shade of deep brown. Some researchers speculated it could be the elusive Bigfoot. This creature held a profound mystery. Its origin remained unknown, whether it roamed alone or with others remained a puzzle. It sat in a strangely human-like manner, yet some insisted it might be a hog. The enigma persisted then and lingered to this day, casting an enduring spell of wonder and uncertainty. The camera recorded a sighting that defied explanation, a cryptic, gigantic figure akin to a Bigfoot. The baffling photograph showcased a colossal, shaggy creature with an unkempt brown coat. Could it be the elusive Bigfoot? This creature was an enigma shrouded in mystery. Its origins remained a riddle, and the question of whether it was solitary or part of a larger clan lingered in the air. It sat eerily reminiscent of a human, though some skeptics whispered it might be a hog. The enigma gripped us then and continues to haunt our imaginations, an enduring enigma that defies explanation. Strange baby birth. The camera captured a mysterious moment, an alpaca giving birth to an incredibly skinny baby. It was so thin, like nothing we'd ever seen before. Curiosity tingled in the air as we waited to catch a glimpse of the fragile newborn. To our amazement, the baby, though impossibly thin, appeared healthy and full of life. The doctors were baffled by this strange birth, and their astonishment filled the room. The baby, long and skinny, had a skin-colored body covered in a fine layer of hair. It defied our expectations, this peculiar creature, and left us in awe. Despite its unusual appearance, hope prevailed as we believed this extraordinary baby would lead a normal, thriving life. It was a video like no other, a true marvel that left us both amazed and intrigued. Python swallowed the whole goat. In the quiet rural darkness, the camera captured a chilling sight. A python, its inky black scales gleaming ominously. Its presence sent shivers down spines, for it looked as perilous as the night itself. In a scene that defied belief, the python slithered forth and devoured an entire goat, swallowing it whole without the slightest morsel of hesitation. In the eerie video, the goat's entire form remained visible within the serpent's bulging body, a horrifying spectacle that sent a shudder through anyone who laid eyes upon it. The origins of this monstrous creature were a complete enigma, as was the hour of its arrival. This dire situation rang alarm bells throughout the community, for this fearsome python possessed the dreadful potential to engulf a human being, leaving no trace behind. Fortunately, the people rallied together and captured the beast, binding it with sturdy ropes. Its attempts to move nimbly were thwarted by the weight of its colossal form. The menace was subdued, but the haunting memory of that nightmarish encounter would linger in the hearts of those who bear witness, a stark reminder of the eerie mysteries that dwell in the shadows of rural life. Creepy zombie. In the heart of the dark forest, a trail camera bore witness to a chilling and unworldly sight. It captured the image of a lanky, colossal figure, resembling a human but twisted in a grotesque, eerie manner. This otherworldly being moved slowly, as if in a zombie-like trance, its legs moving in opposing directions. The grainy recording sent shivers down the spines of all who gazed upon it, for it was no ordinary creature. It was something beyond comprehension, something neither human nor animal, a terror that defied explanation. Fear gripped those who saw the footage, for it was unmistakable that this was no ordinary wanderer of the night. It was an enigma, an alien entity, or perhaps a remnant of the undead. The forest concealed the secrets of its origins, its purpose, and how many companions of its kind lurked in the shadows. Every rustle of leaves and hushed whisper of the wind became a haunting reminder of that eerie encounter, leaving everyone in a state of dread and unease, forever haunted by the enigmatic figure that emerged from the depths of the forest that fateful night. Black figure. In a room bathed in an eerie glow, a camera captured a peculiar scene. The space appeared to be a cozy sitting area adorned with sofas draped in covers of blue and yellow. It gave off an odd sense of warmth, yet a chill lingered in the air. As the video proceeded, a lone figure emerged drawn by a strange intuition. With cautious steps, he approached one of the sofas. With a swift motion, he unveiled a spine-tingling secret. A creature dark as night with a frighteningly haunted form. It seemed like it was hiding itself from the human being, and when the man approached it, it insanely jumped off to hit the man and ran off. But the camera recorded this cryptic sight in his lens. Its appearance left a trail of questions hanging in the air, a riddle wrapped in mystery. What was this enigmatic being, and why was it here? Was it a creature of the paranormal or something else altogether? Its two eerie arms and bone-chilling scream. The room held its secrets close, refusing to yield answers. The man's heart raced, confronted by a presence beyond comprehension. It is a bizarre mystery. The mystery endured, leaving us to wonder about the haunting enigma that had unfolded in that room. Mysterious encounter, cat versus fox. On a quiet, sunny street, something strange happened, hidden from the busy people passing by. A camera watched closely as a black cat and a sly fox met. The cat, black and mysterious, sat like a guardian under a lamppost. The fox, with its reddish fur gleaming, approached with wild intensity in its eyes. The whole street seemed to hold its breath, as if it knew something special was happening. The fox made eerie sounds like a ghostly poem, but their conversation was a secret code of the wild. Nobody understood what they were saying, but the mystery they both hold is spectacular, as their passionate and angry body language can be witnessed there. The cat, calm and cool, listened to the fox's passionate speech without flinching. It was like the night itself had lent its quietness to this strange scene. Then, out of nowhere, the cat erupted with wild cries that shattered the silence. In an unexpected twist, the fox, once fierce, now looked scared. It dashed away into the street's shadows. The cat remained untouched by the chaos, a mystery all its own. Cars, like silent guardians of the human world, stood still with no one inside. The streets watched, but their secrets were locked in the strange encounter between the cat and the fox, a puzzling dance that had no explanation. In this odd picture where the ordinary met the mystical, the streets whispered secrets only understood by shadows. It left everyone wondering about the strange mystery between the cat and the fox, a puzzle hidden in the unknown. Courageous boys. Once upon a time, in a town where the secrets of the night whispered in the wind, a group of young boys dared to venture where they shouldn't. There was a place, forbidden and shrouded in mystery, that everyone had warned them about. Don't go there, they'd been told. It's too dangerous. But youthful curiosity can be a powerful force.
Is that a cow? What is that?
One moonlit evening, with cameras in hand, they gathered at the entrance to this enigmatic domain. The air was thick with anticipation, and their heartbeats drummed in their ears as they waited. Shadows danced around them, and an eerie hush settled over the scene. Then, as if from the very fabric of the night, they heard it, the sound of approaching footsteps, fear mingled with excitement as their cameras focused on the unseen presence drawing near. In that heart-stopping moment, they got a glimpse of something that defied their wildest imagination. It was a sight that would haunt their dreams and send them fleeing in a desperate rush, leaving them to wonder if their quest for adventure had brought them face to face with a nightmare beyond their wildest dreams.
What is that? Oh, frick!
Mysterious return of mammoth. Long ago, there were animals that walked the earth, but now they're just stories from the past. These creatures are extinct, which means they're gone forever. One of these mysterious creatures was the woolly mammoth, a huge and gentle beast that lived in ancient icy lands. As time moved on, these mammoths slowly disappeared. Nature's forces played a part in their vanishing act, but then something incredible happened. A camera captured a sight that seemed impossible, a real woolly mammoth, not just a ghostly memory. In the video, this mammoth moved gracefully through a hidden place, hiding in the bushes and shadows. People who saw it were amazed and confused. How could a creature we thought was gone suddenly reappear? What was it doing there? These questions filled the air like whispers one could solve the mystery of its appearance. The woolly mammoth slipped away once more, leaving us with more questions than answers. It's a reminder that our world holds secrets from long ago, waiting for the right moment to surprise us, like a dance between the past and the present. Mysterious dark road encounter. On a very dark night, a group of people was driving along a winding road. The only light they had was from their car's headlights, and the darkness all around them was overwhelming. Suddenly, they saw something strange. There was a woman walking alone on that desolate road. This was a terrifying sight because they were in the middle of nowhere, and it was very late at night. The woman had their back to them, and she seemed oddly confident as she walked, as if she knew exactly where she was going. This sent a chill down the spines of the travelers. They couldn't help but wonder who she was and why she was out there on such a creepy night. Their fear grew then. After driving for some distance, they spotted the same woman again, still walking with that same eerie confidence. It was as if she was stuck in some strange loop. Panic took over, and they couldn't believe what they were seeing. In their fright, they decided to turn their car around and drive away from this bizarre encounter as quickly as possible. The memory of that night haunted them for a long time. They couldn't explain what they had witnessed, and it left them with a lingering fear of the unknown. Some mysteries, it seemed, were meant to remain unsolved, especially on dark and eerie nights like that one. Eerie phantom encounter. On a dark, eerie roadside, the camera captured a chilling encounter with a phantom in the dead center of the road. A spine-chilling creature contorted backward, balancing on 4 grotesque limbs. Uncertainty hung in the air, questioning whether it was a mere human jest or a genuine ghostly presence. With luminous eyes and hair dangling from its chin, the creature's presence grew even more unsettling, defying all expectations. Approaching cautiously, the petrified onlooker hoped for a rational explanation, but dread intensified as the truth unfolded. This enigmatic being began a slow, haunting advance towards them, casting an ominous shadow. Panic overcame reason, and they fled in terror, leaving behind a shroud of mystery that clung to the forsaken, eerie roadside. Mysterious creature of San Antonio. In the northern part of San Antonio, something mysterious happened. It was like a hidden puzzle that confused the people living there. It all started with a strange picture that made everyone wonder. This picture wasn't clear at all. It looked like a strange image taken when the light was fading away. People couldn't agree on what it showed. Some said it was just a regular dog, while others thought it resembled a coyote, a creature known for being secretive and active in the twilight. But there was a problem. The picture didn't give any clear answers. It was like the creature in it didn't want to be seen properly, as if it existed between our world and another. This left everyone scratching their heads in confusion. People turned to experts at the San Antonio Zoo, hoping they could shed some light on the mystery. Sadly, even these experts were stumped. They couldn't find any creature that matched what they saw in the photo. It was as if this animal was entirely new, like a riddle that nature itself had created. In the puzzling picture, this mysterious creature was seen walking in a dimly lit park, but no one could say for sure what it was. It was a mystery that invited curiosity and left us wanting to uncover the secrets hidden in our world. As the night covered the north side of San Antonio, the mystery deepened. The photo, a strange piece of evidence, whispered tales of the unknown, leaving us all in the dark, forever wrapped in its enigmatic cloak. Rare bird sighting. In a faraway place, a camera captured a sight that sent shivers through the spines of all who gazed upon it. A bird, a mysterious entity perched upon a precipice, bathed in the brilliance of a sunny day. Its form was akin to that of an owl, yet it was not so. Whispers echoed that this enigmatic creature could be none other than the fabled photo, the rarest of all avian beings. The cryptic footage held a hypnotic power, drawing in all who beheld it. This bird, unlike any other, yawned in a manner known only to itself, adding an unsettling aura to the spectacle. It was a moment where the line between reality and the unknown blurred into obscurity, leaving those who watched it both bewildered and enthralled. In that fleeting moment, the world glimpsed the eerie, the extraordinary, and the inexplicable, all wrapped in the form of this ghostly bird. Spooky figure. In the dark night, a chilling sight was captured by the camera. A spooky alien. It looked smoky, drifting through the air, its shape all twisted. It puzzled and terrified everyone who saw it. Then it shifted, moving the other way. No one knew why it was a total mystery, cryptic and strange. Where did it come from? What was its purpose? These questions hung heavy in the air. The alien's presence was eerie, sending shivers down spines. It was like something from a nightmare, an enigma that left hearts racing. In just a few moments, the world had witnessed something otherworldly, something beyond comprehension. And as it vanished into the night, the fear it left behind lingered, haunting the minds of those who had seen the inexplicable, the unexplainable, the alien in the dark. Eerie bipedal creature. On a really dark night, the watchman walked around the old falling apart school. His flashlight flickered and made spooky shadows on the broken buildings. The school had been empty for a long time, and it felt very sad and lonely there. The only comfort was the faraway sounds of the city, reminding him of life outside the rusty fence. Suddenly, he heard creepy, soft voices. They came from all directions, like whispers in the wind. His heart raced, and he stopped for a moment to figure out where the voices were coming from. He felt scared, but also curious, so he decided to follow those ghostly sounds into the dark. Carefully, he went deeper into the night, and the voices got louder and scarier with every step. And then, he saw something he would never forget. A weird creature with 2 legs like a person, but it was all twisted and looked really strange. His shaky flashlight barely showed it. The creature walked in an odd way that sent chills down the watchman's spine. The creature made creepy, unnatural sounds that filled the night with terror. It was like fear itself had taken shape. The watchman's heart raced, and he struggled to breathe as he watched this nightmare come to life. People had always talked about the school being haunted, a place where something awful happened to a mother and her child years ago. The watchman, too shocked to understand what the creature wanted, quickly grabbed his phone and started recording. In the dim light, the video captured the terrifying figure, a reminder that there are things we can't explain and that hide in the dark. Nobody could figure out where the scary creature came from or why it was there. The watchman's video left everyone in shock, a mystery that would always be a part of the eerie history of the old school and the brave watchman who faced it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you in the next video.